Hey everyone, welcome to episode 77 of the Unity Gaming Podcast. It is August 7th, 2013. Thursday. We put them on Wednesdays. And I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Kumar.
You had that good, and then you just,
I was like,
for some reason...
And then you started questioning yourself.
I was like, man, it threw me... You know what? This whole week I've been messed up because
we always
that Monday
say
off.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
We don't say Wednesday.
We say Wednesday, not Thursday.
We're right. We say Wednesday, not
That's
Thursday.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, no, are we Tuesday? Because I was thinking, wait, I only had
we
one
had the
day of
off.
work.
That's right, yeah.
Whole brain messed up. So
aside from forgetting what the schedule is like, how's the week been so far?
Good, I guess.
Yeah.
I played something that had things in the ground, and I played something that had boobies exploding. Fantastic.
So we're gonna get into that shortly.
Which one do you want to talk about first?
We can all do Dragon's Crown first.
Okay, we can talk about Dragon's Crown.
Dragon's Crown. We all bought it on the Vita. It's also available on the PS3.
According to Raptor, I'm playing it on the PS3.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. The game is really weird. I'm actually surprised it's not cross-buy as well as not...
There's no cross-play either, I think, right?
No, there's no cross-play as well.
But it's got cloud saves, and it shares a trophy list.
Yeah, which is weird.
It's very weird.
I don't know why it does that. But yeah, so far the game is actually pretty sweet. I haven't actually played that much of it. I think I'm maybe 2 hours in. But
what level are you?
What was it, 7? Did I turn 7, Dan? Was that what I showed you?
I thought you said 6.
7, 6? One of those. Still pretty
I'm
early
level
on.
5.
Yeah. So
Cool.
Yeah, I've played like 2 hours of it as well.
Yeah.
What did you jump in as again? Like, what was your class?
I believe mine. It's the chick that was
The sorceress.
The sorceress. Okay, yeah. Sorcerer. No, is it wizard? Is the other one?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, sorceress. I was going through what all of them were, and there was like, what was it? There's the Amazon. There's the knight. There's the dwarf dude. What's the dwarf? Just
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
I think
really?
dwarf. Yeah.
Dwarf. Okay. There's the elf archer. There's the sorceress and the wizard.
The elf. The elf.
It's just elf. It's really
Yeah.
okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
Elf and dwarf.
Elf and dwarf.
Amazon, knight, sorceress, wizard.
Okay. So I picked sorceress because it said it had support stuff as well as you could like summon things. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's how you picked her.
I'm in. She does also have redonkulous bonkers.
Redonkulous bonkers.
I don't know, but it's just.
I don't think I've called them bonkers since I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. All I know is that playing that today was the first time I ever played on the bus heading to work, and I had to like
You had to censor yourself.
I had to censor myself because every time you pause, you got like her flim-flams out, and then she has like a staff in her like butt crack, and it's just like a weird picture. And of course, the Vita screen looks really clear, so looking at that, I was just like, I'm not going to pause this.
Yeah,
while I'm on
people at the
anymore.
back of the bus could see a Vita screen. It's
I
perfectly
was
bright
in
and,
that like.
No, I'm not
side-
being sarcastic.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. Well, actually, that'd be worse.
Yeah.
I was on the side thing, so it wasn't so bad. People would like walk in and be like, "Fuck's he looking at? What is that?" But
Well, the shop lady also
yeah, shop
has
lady was
big-
pretty intense.
protruding boobs.
Morgan.
Yeah. But the thing about the sorceress is also the like her character has really huge whatever like bazunga thingies and
Did you just say
got really
boobs?
huge
no,
jugs.
that's
You can just
I
say-
gotta use different words every time. And then when you sprint, she takes her fangs and then just kind of uplifts them and then runs forward with them in the wind. It's just really weird. All the animations with her, I'm just like, I feel dirty as fuck right now.
The art book actually has all the animation frames in it,
Yeah.
and that's really weird.
But for those of you who don't know what the game looks like, where's that one I said? Okay. For those of you who don't know what the game...
No. There's the first promotional image.
There's the first... Okay, so I'm gonna... So, Kumar, what did you pick for your character?
I picked the wizard.
Keep going. Yeah, you're on.
Okay. And what kind
There
of
it is.
spells does the wizard have? Okay,
So actually, quick question: when you're using the sorceress, do you have to hold square to like recharge your mana, kind of thing?
yes.
Okay,
Although whenever
so
you use square to attack with light attacks, it does regenerate the
It has
mana.
just focused me out of there. Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay, so you have to do the exact same thing with the wizard, and he's got. They're actually really similar to what the sorceress has, so I think they're probably the same character, just different character models, and I think their skill class or the skill tree itself is I think different. That's
Okay.
about it. But like I have a
Well,
sorceress.
it's
have you
it's like
guys,
the two different, like one's like more summon stuff and one's more like DPS.
Yeah.
One's more like you. So as a sorceress, you summon
When I
like
find
demons and whatever else.
well,
and
whenever I
then
find
as
bone
a-
piles, I can summon a skeleton, up to 4 skeletons. But every level I've been in so far is like one
Is
pile
that
of
like
bones.
well, yeah, it's always one pile of bones, but well, as far as I've played too, I guess. But then can you not pick it up?
The pile of bones?
Yeah.
No. And if you're playing co-op, if somebody punches the pile of bones and explodes, you can't summon anymore
Oh.
Jeez.
because they used it.
I can bring barrels to life and boxes.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's right. What
I
happens
just
when you
hit
do
things. I just hit things.
that? Do the barrels and boxes grow legs, or do they? What happens?
One of them turns into like a tree, I think, like
Okay.
a weird tree stump thing. Yeah, just strange kind of thing. But
Unexpected.
one of them turns into that, and then I can summon golems or however you want to pronounce it. I can summon them as well.
Okay.
I think I've summoned 2 or 3 different kinds. One of them is massive, and the camera actually pans out to fit him on the screen,
Wow.
and he just moves forward really, really slowly, but just does like a shit ton of damage. So it's kind of cool to have him on your side and just have him plow through everything.
So now knowing that person summons as well, I kind of feel like I did a bad choice.
No, it's actually. So what I was going to say earlier is that I have a sorceress, like I resurrected a sorceress
Yeah.
onto my team,
Yeah.
and we clean house. It's stupid. It's craziness. because-
there's so much AoE that you can do, like exploding things outwards and like around you and all this crazy shit.
Yeah. And I think those 2 classes support each other really, really well. And then the Amazon and the Dwarf work really, really well together.
Yeah.
And the Knight and... Oh my god, and who's the other one?
Elf.
Crap.
Elf.
The Knight and the Elf. Yeah, the
Okay.
Knight and the Elf work really, really well. So I think they've created the classes really similarly, but different enough that if you go through each one, you're playing drastically differently
Okay.
from a tactics perspective, and what items you should keep a lookout for, and how you're supposed to keep yourself alive, and how you support each other. They're similar enough, but different enough that it feels different. So
So I had a question for you guys. Actually, I know Dan, you haven't said your class yet, but you know how when you go to level up
Knight.
your skills, okay, Knight.
Night.
You know, you go to level up your skills, you have your class specific one, and then you have your kind of everybody class one.
The common class
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Now, the common class one, do you guys know if that carries across all your characters, or if that's just on your one?
I don't know. It'd be pretty easy
Great.
to find out. I'm gonna find
You
out.
wanna
Yeah, I
find
guess
that
you
out?
just start a new character, and then
I started an elf.
Okay. So, because yeah, the game makes it really easy to swap between different characters that you've created. Every time you go back to like the inn or the whatever that place is, you can kind of just choose like, oh, okay, I want to be another character now, and it's that simple. So that's
What
pretty
did
cool.
you guys name your characters?
What was mine? Honket. Honket.
I gave mine the most original name I could,
What was that?
Kumar.
Oh, okay.
I named my knight Elric.
Elric.
Yeah.
What about your elf archer?
Nightwind. I picked the like black and purple.
Yeah, well,
Cloak for her, too.
Honket as a sorceress is good. You would be
What'd you call it? Honket?
Honket.
You're so dumb.
It sounds like Honket. Because she has honkers. I'm just gonna stop. But no,
So
that
does
game
the
is-
Amazon though.
Yeah.
The game is so overly sexualized, it's craziness.
So you know how you get like that extra one hero who will like one of the other classes that joins you at the start?
Yep.
I have the Amazon, so I have the sorceress and the Amazon on my screen doing like flips and shit, and just I can't play the game in public. Like it's just weird. It's really weird if anybody were to like watch and be like, "What'd you play? What's wrong with those characters? What are you doing?"
I can kind of see how it would bother people, but at the same time, I mean, part of why I think the director chose that art style is partly because she's supposed to. I think the sorceress. I don't remember where I read it, but she's supposed to like symbolize fertility.
Okay.
And so, I mean, redonk boobies are supposed to be indicative of fertility. So I think that's not that it justifies them making it that over the top.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
don't
part of
remember where
where-
I heard it, but I think someone was saying like in the lore or whatever that the sorceress is actually like a really old woman that's like using a spell to like make herself look beautiful type of thing.
Wow, that's gross then.
So
She could be like a corpse.
okay, apparently I have to do the first like story quest. To
Oh,
find
you
out
you
here,
fight your way
so-
through that. We can find out. But yeah, what do you guys think of the game so far anyway? Because we kind of talked about the mechanics a little bit, or just like the weird stuff. And
I'm all over it, man. I love it.
Yeah. How many hours are you in so far, Kumar?
Probably now I want to say I'm maybe 3 or 4 hours in.
Okay.
And I'm what level am I here? I'm level 17.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, and it goes by pretty quickly. Like I know it kind of sounds like I've got a whole lot more time into it, but
Yeah.
that goes by quick if you're doing all the side quests. And I mean, I went back and I redid some of the things to try to get stuff that I missed before. One thing that I don't like is that if you miss so say you walk through one of the screens, you can't go back.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, the missions are so short.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're only 10 minutes or so each. So,
which I think is actually great because that means I get like a couple in on the bus and then I can turn it off and it's all good.
What I find really cool is that well, it's also kind of neat. Whenever you're fighting through those levels and stuff, sometimes you'll see like a door in the background. I've only now just realized that you should just poke them because they'll open up separate like little areas that'll have like a chest, and then you fight like one little dude and come back out. So
sometimes they'll have traps and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes they'll have traps and stuff. But I just like how in the fact like in the background you just have like random doors that you can be like, oh wait, can I go through that one? And it's I don't know, it's kind of neat. It's almost like point and click adventure.
Fairy following you yet?
I just got that.
She points them out for you, which is kind of cool.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I was gonna wonder
even if you do like miss it or if you just kind of overlook it, everything blends really nice in the game. So
that game looks really good, despite all the attributes on every character. It's fantastic. It's
using your words carefully there. Avery.
Yeah, everything just looks so smooth and just like the animations are awesome. The backgrounds look sweet, like the weapons and effects, all that stuff. Everything just looks like so cool. It's like not. I don't know if crisp is the right word, but everything just looks good. I don't know. I don't know what that you would call that art style or everything that's going on there, but it's really good. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure everything's hand drawn too, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I would say so, or hand painted, or whatever.
Well, it's all sprites.
Yeah, but it's
they're really detailed. But they're sprites.
Details.
Game is real good.
Yeah, it's really good. One of the things that I made Dan realize, which was kind of a poopy revelation for him, was that when he picked it up or when he downloaded it, he was like, "Hey man, when you get home, do you want to try some co-op?" I was like, you gotta beat the first 9 levels or the first whatever half of the game or whatever the part of the game to unlock the co-op. He's like, "What the fuck?" I agree that's kind of lame, but I also think that's kind of sweet that you have the chance to kind of you get to learn about the doors in the background. You get to learn your fighting. By that time, you probably know how to use your character properly or whatever the heck you're using. So it's maybe smart, but I also kind of wish it wasn't so many hours into the game. So I think it's about six-ish, 5 or 6.
Is it that far in?
I think so.
Jeez.
But yeah, I don't know. That kind of sucks, but kind of also cool with that game. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with what I was really talking about, but it's kind of cool how that game kind of does the Diablo thing where you go through the game once. It's meant to be replayed, so you go through the game once, and then that's normal mode, which you can only level up to level 35. Once you beat it, you can restart the game as Nightmare mode, which lets you level up to level 60 or 65 or something, and then once you do the Inferno mode, it goes up to 99. So I like how it's sort of like that Diablo thing where you replay the same thing, but you feel stronger and you go through it, and it's all about the loot and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. But I don't know. I like that. Plus the game, like you guys said, it's like 10 minutes per level. It's really, it just feels really fun to play, and I don't mind replaying the levels over and over. So I like how you can just keep doing that and always feel like you're getting somewhere out of it, like loot or experience or all sorts of stuff. That's pretty cool.
How do you feel about the loot system?
Loot systems it's probably the weirdest thing in the game in terms of like what you'd expect out of a kind of hack and slash RPG game.
Yeah.
So how it works is that most times, I don't know if they drop from people, but usually when you open chests, you get a loot, like it says like treasure found, and it'll give you from S to F or E.
Yep. No, E. Sorry, E.
So it's like S, A, B, C, D, E. E is the shittiest, S is the best. And you don't know what your loot is until you beat the level, and then you're treated to a screen that shows all the loot you've gotten, but it's all like unidentified, but to the point where you just have the icon of what kind of item it is. Or the name maybe as well, but you don't know any of its attributes, or you don't know what it is.
It doesn't tell you the name, but it'll tell you which like item is.
Yeah, it's like is it for me? It's like is it a fire staff or a nice staff?
The character as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll tell you who can use it. So you need to pay money to appraise it, which tells you what it is, and then you can equip it, or you can sell it outright without even checking it, or you can grab whatever's unidentified, and I think bring it back to town where you can get identified for cheaper or something. I don't know how that works.
No, it's all the same, but you can keep the unidentified stuff if you don't have money to.
Okay, that makes sense. That's good. Yeah, I'm
finding the money is in abundance though.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys have noticed that.
So far, at least, yeah. But
like I have way too much cash. It's stupid.
I will say one thing for the start, that you can kind of cheap the things that you can appraise. I don't know if you guys realize that it'll tell you like you'll have question marks where there are bonuses, so you can kind of tell like
Yep,
how many
yep.
bonuses or like what your damage is going to be if it's like double or triple digit or whatever, single digit. So there's a lot of neat things like that, but I'm guessing once you get to the point where everything is double digit damage numbers, you can't really tell the difference. It's like, oh, it's still double digit. Okay, perfect. But
Yeah.
Man, the elf.
It could just be
has
11,
some-
right? So,
Like
Yeah.
her basic combo is like all kinds of like air flippy stuff.
yeah, I'm actually surprised at how that game handles. Like you can almost play like Castle Crashers, where you just juggle people in the air almost infinitely. At least as a sorcerer, it's like you can like shoot a fireball up in the air, jump up, do like combos, and like land down, fire them up back in the air, and just keep doing it, and just kind of like combo the shit out of people, and it works really well, surprisingly well. I don't know. I don't really know. Like, I'm not sure what to talk about the game. Since it's like it's sort of like the same thing that a lot of other ones do, but it's just done like extraordinarily well.
I think it just
So
hasn't been
far.
done in a long time.
Yeah,
So a lot of us are just happy because of that.
yeah,
And it fits the Vita really well too. So
yeah.
it looks really, really good on the PS3, by the way.
Did you
I have
buy
a
it
buddy
on
of
PS?
mine.
Okay, I was gonna say.
No, I have it on the Vita, but I have a buddy of mine who got it on the PS3, and I stopped by his place actually on my way to Kingston today.
Okay.
And I mean, it looks good just naturally because it's up on a bigger screen, and
Yeah.
I don't think they've done anything too different from a graphical perspective.
No, I don't.
But it
think
runs
so.
the same, still feels just as smooth. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's identical, but
Yeah.
it
I've
just
had-
looks cool. on a
I've had the game
PC.
chug a little bit on the Vita, but only when I have like a weird fire effect going off in like a corner
Well, I
with
took,
like two dudes stuck in it.
I think I took 2 sorceresses and a wizard with me on a quest.
Okay.
And there's just magic attacks left and right all over the place. So and it started like the frame rate dipped a little bit.
When we say it dips, it's not like, well, at least to me so far, it hasn't been like horrible like slideshow. It just goes like, oh, it
Yeah,
chugged
yeah,
there. I
it's
saw
still
it.
playable,
I saw
sure.
it. Yeah. So it's not that bad.
Have you guys died yet?
Yes.
I just died for the first time trying to fight this harpy in the first level.
I don't understand how dying works because it says it spends like a life crystal thing, right?
A life point.
A life point. Where do you see your life points? Is it like the one that's supposed to be next to your character portrait thingy?
Yeah,
or-
it's right up by your life bar, I believe.
Okay.
Dan, did you die like outright completely, or did you just die
I just died.
during a fight?
Oh.
during a fight.
Okay, yeah. So it'll take a life point away from you. You have, I think, 2 of them by default,
Okay.
and then as you're going through, if you hit, I think the last time I got a third one was I hit 30,000 points or something in a particular level,
Okay.
and if you hit certain score, I guess milestones, it'll award you a new life, but it'll award it to everyone who's in your party.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool
Hmm.
because then you don't really have to worry. It's weird because I feel like you could never entirely die, especially if you're playing with people, because it doesn't cost very much to revive someone, even if they do run out
Yeah,
of
that's true.
life points. You can just revive them, just pay coin or whatever to do it.
I'm kind of surprised that you can't like go up and do that sort of down but not out, gotta hold triangle and get them back up type of thing. I'm surprised that that's
like
not in there.
the
but-
full out kind of overly used now reviving.
Yeah. But I'm almost happy for that because that what would end up happening is you're having a boss fight, then someone will go down, and then suddenly everyone's like scrambling to hold triangle while dying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now it's like fuck it, just keep kicking ass. Hope you win. But
Looking forward to finally being able to play with you guys though.
yeah, you've already unlocked the co-op, I'm guessing, or
I don't know, to be honest with you. Like I'm not sure if it's supposed to tell you.
I'm not sure. I know.
So, part of me wants to say no, like just by default kind of thing. Part of me just wants to say nope, I haven't yet, because I feel like it would have either mentioned it somewhere or
Not to. It's not really a spoiler, but there's apparently to unlock the co-op, you have to beat the first 9 levels. Once you finish
Okay.
the first 9 levels at least once,
Yep.
apparently it unlocks like multiple paths through each level as well as co-op. So I don't know if it's a pop-up or what it is, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
you know what
we'll
kind
find
of
out.
sucks?
What?
I found my first S ranked weapon
Yeah.
and I can't equip it.
Why not level or? Not
No,
yours?
like it's just not it's not for my character.
Oh,
But I don't
Jesus.
know if I should. I'm wondering if you keep all these items, do you get to share them across all your characters, or how exactly does it work?
I think you do because I don't know. You can be up to 500 items, so I'm guessing I'd hope that maybe you could. but I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Don't quote me on that one.
Like I don't see why they would let you pick up a weapon or an item for someone else
Yeah.
if you can't keep
Or
it.
Can you equip like the party members that you can invite into your game, like the NPC guys?
No,
or-
like I tried that earlier because you can see right when you revive them, you can actually look at what they're holding. And so I was curious. I was like, I wonder if you can actually take one of the items that they have,
Okay,
but you can't. So
weird.
yeah, so I'm not entirely sure as to whether or not you can equip them with something you have or re-equip between them.
Okay, weird. All right.
I didn't. So are you talking about your? Sorry, I just put away the game. We were looking. It doesn't carry over your common points
No. Okay.
between characters.
It's just
Okay.
points that everybody can get. Okay.
Are you talking about other players or your like ally characters?
No, just your ally characters.
I think the ally characters are fixed. I don't
Yeah.
think you can change
what I
them at
think
all.
too.
Yeah, because you keep finding higher and higher level ones.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I have a full team now,
Yeah.
but I still have I have like a level 1, a level 3, and a level 6.
Okay.
But
You
they
can't
don't-
level those
they-
ones up,
Yeah,
huh?
they don't get levels either.
I wish.
I have 3 that are higher level than I am.
What the hell does it mean whenever your like pickpocket person levels up? What does that do?
I assume it's
I
like
don't know, actually.
faster
I'm not sure.
lock picking and stuff.
Oh, that would make
Like
sense.
that's the only thing that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's got more health because he can take damage.
Yeah, I guess so.
I've seen him get smashed before, and I
Yeah.
was really worried.
So I bet
'cause
you his level ups are just more health and he picks things faster.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I can't wait to do co-op. I guess we'll talk about the co-op next week once we finally get to it. Hopefully, if we get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, it's really cool. I almost wish that I really wish that game would have been cross-buy because I would have loved to try it on the PS3, as well as be able to stream it and all that stuff.
I'm still
but,
so shocked that they didn't.
Yeah, it's weird, but hey, the game's pretty darn good that if ever it goes on sale for a decent amount, maybe I'd rebuy it for the PS3. Like especially if it goes on like one of those weird PS3 crazy PlayStation Plus sales.
And
Like,
you can
whatever
cloud
for-
save it.
yeah.
So
Or would it be cool if it would just go on PlayStation Plus free? Ooh, in like a few months from now? Ooh, come on,
It's gonna
Sony.
suck if it's only Vita though.
Oh shit!
just the Vita version goes on
Um,
sale.
Actually, you know what would be really cool? I wonder if they do that. If they wouldn't do the Vita version, but like, well, if it would be PlayStation Plus and it would be like, hey, if you own a copy of them, you get the other one free on Plus.
I doubt they would ever do that though. That sounds
That'd be a weird thing for
really
them to check. Yeah,
sounds overly generous on their part.
it'd be awesome though. Be pretty awesome.
It would. So what else have you guys been doing?
I'll let you guys talk first before I get into my other special thing.
Why?
I don't know. What have you guys been playing?
Nothing other than that for me.
No, really?
I've been
Yeah,
playing
not so much.
a bunch of stuff actually.
Oh, you made a list?
Well, I just opened up my Raptor summary.
Oh, okay. I'm playing a lot of random stuff actually as well.
I played a bunch of Persona 4 Arena.
Oh, okay. How's that been treating you?
Is that on the PS3?
No, it's I have the Xbox One. It is on the PS3
Okay.
though. Playing that game, you kind of having played a bunch of Blaze Blue
Yeah.
on the Vita. It's the same developers,
Okay.
so
Skills come transfer.
kind of it makes it. When I first tried that game, I was kind of like, I really want to play this game, but I don't really understand what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
But then doing all those tutorials in Blaze Blue and playing against you guys and stuff, and kind of playing in that battle system, helped learn the other one pretty okay. It's actually not that complicated a game. I don't know what I was so afraid of before.
Okay.
But yeah, that game's pretty cool.
I just realized we never played Silent Hill Book of Memories together ever.
No, I deleted it.
Really?
I need a space for Dragon's Crown.
Oh. Okay.
Was that the Vita one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually had fun with that for the slight amount.
Yeah,
I
that was
played.
okay for like the little bit I played.
Yeah, but then Dragon's Crown is that. But
I
like,
think
fuck.
I got my $7 worth out
Yeah,
of that
that's
game
true.
just by like the dumb voice acting and just the weirdness of that game.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's gone. I can just re-download it at
That's
some
true.
point. I cloud saved it.
Perfect.
So Persona 4 Arena was neat. And then I went back to King of Fighters 13 because I was like, I could play
Yeah.
another one of these
Okay.
3D games. King of Fighters 13 does not hold up.
No.
After playing Blaze Blue
speed
and
and
Persona
the-
4 Arena.
Oh wow.
Well, no, it's an inferior game.
Okay. How so? What is different about it?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel as smooth or as it feels almost clunky compared to the Arc System Works stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah. What else did I play? Pixel Junk Monsters Ultimate HD
Yeah, on the Vita.
Sweet.
It's literally the same game except for you can poke
and which is actually kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And it looks really sharp.
Yeah, it looks really good. Still
Does it
as
look better than
frustrating
the
as
original?
ever. Looks the same. I don't know. It's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, compared to playing the PSP version
Oh,
on
okay,
a
yeah,
Vita,
the PSP one, yeah.
it probably looks as good as the PS3 one.
Yeah.
Is what I would say.
Sweet.
But it's got, so I think the way they did it, they had a bunch of improvements in the PSP version, but then they had a bunch of DLC levels
Yeah.
on the PS3.
Yeah.
So now this is all of that together.
One thing I found weird, and I don't remember if it was on the PS3 version, is that the starter island, I could have sworn that you could still take the flamethrower tower and all that stuff.
Yeah, actually,
Is there
there's a bunch of like
Little
I think they're
changes.
trying to do like progression
Okay.
with the towers, because I remember starting like, oh, I can just build ice towers right
Yeah.
away, and yeah, they don't
not
have
what
that
they say.
anymore.
If you go to the other islands, though, you should start with those. I know the first Tiki Island or whatever, like the extra one, you do start with the ice tower as one of the actual already unlocked ones.
Yeah,
There's some weird stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I was playing through it on easy, and I was like, oh, I remember doing this on the PS3, and I made a fire tower. And I go, and I'm like, it's not even in my unlockables. Like, what the fuck? Where's the fire tower?
yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that thing also has online co-op, which
We
Dan and
have
I
not
still
yet
have not
tried.
tried. But we have to do that at some point.
Yeah.
As well as all of us Dragon Crown, as well as all of us. No, that's pretty much it. There's just something else. No, I thought there's something else on Vita that we got and then we forgot about. But
Silent Hill.
yeah. Oh, well, that's me and you. Yeah, I guess that's Silent Hill. Or more not Warframe. What's that fast driving game?
Wipeout.
Wipeout. That's the W word.
Yeah, that game has great multiplayer.
Best multiplayer of the year. Speaking of random multiplayer,
So broken.
What?
It's so broken.
Yeah. Speaking of random multiplayer on the Vita, there was more footage that got shown of Killzone Mercenary, and that shit looks fan-fucking-tastic.
Looks
I'm
a little bit more
excited.
polished than it did even at E3.
Yeah, it honestly, like, there was like some footage, like 27-minute long dude who recorded some stuff, and it looks literally like playing like the PS3 version, which is kind of crazy. Like, it looks good. It looks really fucking good. I don't know. I'm excited for that. I don't know. Is it 4v4? Is it actually that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Perfect. I want that.
I think that's actually a limitation of the Vita.
I don't care. 4v4 is perfect.
Yeah. You don't,
sure
need
it'll be
16
really
v
entertaining.
16.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks cool. I don't know. That open beta or whatever that you can get from the E3 stuff starts on the 20 something or something. I don't know. 24th, 22nd.
Oh, soon.
Yeah, so
It's probably the Tuesday around the 20th, is what I would assume, because that's when they'll do the PlayStation Store update.
that would be smart.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, that would work. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Anyway, you play anything else, Dan?
I also played some more Stealth Inc.
Okay.
That I'm at the end of the 6th area.
Okay.
It's getting kind of tough to the point where it's like, yes, I beat this one, and you open up the next puzzle, it's like, there's a whole lot of fucking shit
Holy
going
shit.
on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop playing this right now.
Actually, it's funny, Dan. You're mentioning that. I went through the same sort of feeling where I think this was in like levels. It must have been around the same spot, level 6 or level 7. one or the
Level 5, 6-ish is where it starts to get complicated and crazy.
other. Yeah. And so it was funny because I got through something. I was like, oh my god, finally I did it. And then you know how sometimes after you've completed a certain part of the room, like it'll side shift and it'll go into another room.
Yeah.
It did that, and I was like, nope, not doing this. And I was like, no, I'm done.
I thought I was done the whole fucking puzzle. Now there's a whole. I'm out.
Like it took me a long time. Like we're talking, I must have sat there for a good like 20, 30 minutes just on this one sort of thing, and then sure enough, it pulls us.
Well,
like
there's
a
one
bullshit move on.
during the 6th chapter, and you're probably gonna know the one I'm talking about. That's the chapter where they introduce like sound.
Yeah.
Plates. There's one that's just a bunch of rooms connected by teleporters, but in like a weird order.
Okay.
So it's like you don't run through a teleporter and then appear on the teleporter right over here. You can like run through this teleporter and then pop up there or something.
Weird.
But the key to that entire level,
Yeah.
like before you can figure out any other part of it, is that so the teleporters are like 1x1 blocks.
Okay.
And so the trick to that level is there's one teleporter that when you run out of it, you ran through like a 4-block teleporter, but it's a 6-block. So you have to jump up to the upper two blocks, and it teleports you to a room that it's not showing on the map.
It gets so ridiculous.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's fucked.
But it took
Exactly.
me fucking forever to figure out.
That didn't sound fun.
It was
wanna play more of that.
it's really fulfilling and it's rewarding once you actually get through it.
And the developers are like, they're fucking with you at points.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that the lettering, I guess, on the walls is purposely and very willingly
Actively
shit-talking.
taunting you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Again,
good-
it's
a good
rewarding
fun
though.
game.
It's a fun game.
I want to play more of it.
You do feel good when you finish a puzzle. But sometimes you're like about to beat the puzzle room and then you see the little DNA thing and you're like, I should go get that.
Yeah, and then you
Bad
try and it kills you.
move.
And then you're like, I'm just gonna finish this level. Forget it.
I know we did a dry run of that. That's not out yet. But seeing that, I was like, yeah, you know what? I kind of want to play. Also, it totally overwrote my fucking Vita save file.
Well, didn't I get further than your Vita save?
No, I would say I finished that level.
Did you not?
Like that
like,
long level
upload?
that we stopped on? I finished that one. I had finished it.
Oh.
So I got to the next
it
one,
is
I
a
was like,
puzzle
oh.
game at
Yeah.
that point. It starts, your timing starts mattering a little more in the later levels, but through like 1 through 4, it's just kind of like you can go at your own pace.
But yeah, I want to play more of it. It's cool.
I think I still have some leaderboard spots.
We didn't see any during the dry run.
So
No?
No.
well, I wonder if those were PS3 though.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Speaking of random dry runs, I know Dan and I played something that I think I really want to mention because that game was fucking super fantastic. Cloudberry Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
We played.
What is that about?
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
curious about this.
So Dan, I just want to tell you, those single player missions that we were playing apparently are not like set in stone. Because while we were going through that campaign, apparently as we were doing better, it was giving us harder levels.
Oh man.
So
That's great.
apparently everything is just like whatever.
the dry run's out now. Go
Yeah.
watch it.
It's
That is hella fun. There's no other way to describe it. I didn't even know what to expect going into that game,
Yeah.
and it's just like good, like easy to pick up.
so just to explain to Kumar or anybody else who hasn't seen the dry run yet. It's
Wait, is it
essentially
on the PS3 or?
PS3, 360, and PC. 360
And
confirmed.
Wii U.
and Wii U now, yeah.
Yeah.
So what it is, Kumar, is picture Super Meat Boy with less, starting you off less frantic and like crazy.
Well, no, it's almost like Mario. It's not
Okay,
even
so-
really Super Meat Boy.
But I mean, like,
There's no like weird jumpy back and forth platforming or anything.
Well, no,
like
I mean
that.
more like Super Meat Boy. Like, okay, you start in the entrance and there's a door that you have to get to. Well, I guess Mario's kind of like that. Technically,
It is a side scroller 2D platformer.
Yeah, but picture you can having 4 people on screen. So okay, fuck Mario, you okay or whatever. New Super Mario Bros. Having 4 people on screen, but you can't really interact with them. Like you don't clip on them or do any weird shit. Like you just
So it's not New Super Mario Brothers U.
then it's not. But the levels are randomly generated, or they can be. There's different things like double jump or jetpack, or tethered to each other, or your big rolling like ball things, or you're small or huge. It's all these weird things that can affect your character and its physics. But it's
Okay.
pretty much get from one end of the level to the other while dodging like spikes and all this crazy shit. But you can be doing that co-op with a bumping soundtrack, and it's just a good time.
And the jump sound is just the Mario sound.
Pretty much, yeah.
And there's the little flame spinning things
Yeah.
for Mario, basically, and the moving platforms for Mario.
But if you go check out a trailer for it, or anybody, but Kumar for now, like if you check a trailer for it, the levels that they show in the trailer are just ridiculous. There's just shit spinning everywhere, and there's clearly like you're looking
Yeah,
at
we,
it, like,
we tried to complete one,
yeah, it was impossible.
and we couldn't.
There's just like shit flailing everywhere and lasers, and you're just like, I can't actually see a way through this. But you pick up gems along the way, and you can hit a button to spend your gems for it to show you the proper route through it, or it slows
Yep.
down time, or it
You
it'll
watch an AI do
or
it.
you watch an AI do it, so you can kind of figure out how you're supposed to do it. But it's
On some of those later ones, it kind of doesn't matter because it's
Yeah.
just like clearly you're supposed to jump there. It's
Yeah.
just executing on that.
yeah,
That is the tough part.
but
Like the levels that are just like lasers.
yeah,
The,
Yeah, you just have
the
to know
AI
the
bot
timing
just
and-
doesn't even.
yeah. But
Just doesn't make any sense.
yeah, but you,
Well,
should,
it's like it's just getting the timing right is all it is.
you should go check it out, Kumar, 'cause it's actually pretty sweet. It's something that's
it's on
the,
everything.
yeah,
It's part of play, right?
Yep.
yeah, it is
Okay.
actually.
It's apparently going to be coming to Vita at some point as well.
That'd be pretty fantastic. Especially if I should have it online.
I don't know when though.
That'd be weird. Actually, online would work. All I'd have to do is send the other person the level, and then you kind of see like a shitty ghost of it. But locally, your stuff is
It
happening.
would have to be like ad hoc because if the main game doesn't have online, I don't see why they put online on the Vita.
Makes
It would
sense.
probably just
Makes
be like
sense.
ad hoc
Yeah.
local.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
then that wouldn't be like a shitty ghost. That would be like you'd
Yeah,
be sitting right
true.
beside each other. So
But that game is so much fun. I don't know.
Also, we booted it up and didn't know it had multiplayer.
Yeah, that was a really good surprise. And then having as much fun as we did with it was an even better surprise. Like that dry run went from us trying to demo the game to 20 minutes.
One more
us,
level.
like,
one more level.
Yeah, 20 minutes. We just got to finish this. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. We should stop. All right. What's this mode? All right, just one more. Just one more. And yeah. So
It's always a nice surprise.
yeah.
Props to that game.
Yeah.
For totally exceeding any expectations I might have had.
Go Pony Studios. You guys did super fantastic.
Speaking of more 2D platformers, I also played Dokuro.
Yeah. I tried that.
I forgot to mention that. I'm stupid. I finished that actually this
You
week.
platinumed that.
I did, yes. It was a fun game. I really hadn't heard about it prior to kind of seeing it on Plus, and I think it's a little bit more daunting than Stealth Inc. I have to say that. The puzzles in that game are or I shouldn't say they are, but they get a hell of a lot more complicated. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed my time, don't get me wrong, but man, am I glad that that's over.
Yeah.
Holy. Yeah.
I tried getting into it. I liked it. I liked the music and the weird stuff that the game has going, but I felt like the fact that I stopped at a certain point that was just really early on, like where you learned you can pick up the princess and kind of move her around. It's like this. The Dokuro is like this weird, platformer that you kind of control a skeleton guy that I don't know if she can actually see at the start, but then when you buff him up, she can see or something weird.
I hate that princess, by the way.
Yeah.
I hate that woman so hard.
But anyways, I got to a puzzle where you learn you can pick her up and then transport her around. And then I was like, hey, there's these things like smashing, and then you have to just not get hit by them. And like it would touch her fucking toe and then and like
She would
kill
die.
me. And I was like, okay, well, I'm done with this.
You had trouble getting past that last smashing one?
Yeah.
You know what the trick is?
What?
Every third.
It slows down.
Yeah.
But even before that, when I was going through the other ones, I'm like, okay, I'm perfect. And it's like clipped. And then when I got to the end one, when I got to that end one, that's when I was like, and I'm fucking done with this.
I got a few levels past that.
Yeah.
There's actually a boss every 10 levels.
Really? Okay. Well, shit.
Yeah.
How do you fight? Does it?
Well, the prince can fight.
Oh, okay.
He's got like sword slashes and
Okay.
stuff. So
That's kind of
You
cool.
just got to figure out their patterns and then attack
yeah,
them
they
accordingly.
are like classic boss battles, kind of
Wow. Okay.
It's got a
they've
really
got,
Mario
like-
kind of feel to it.
attack patterns and
It was pretty late for me when I tried it, so I didn't really have the patience for it. But I do want to play more of it because it seemed really interesting.
I quit
So-
on like level 12 because that level has like fire things that I'm not really entirely sure what determines when they turn on and instantly end the level and I have to start all the way over.
Huh.
But it's like kind of a bit of a progression to get to that point where you have to cross the fire
so-
things
Okay.
and then they kill the princess because she doesn't just fucking stand still for some fucking reason. Just like
Yeah,
stop moving.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man. She
Keeps walking. You're like,
she is-
stop.
Yeah, there's
she has
fire there. Just
become
stop.
the,
Just stop.
She's become the most annoying character I've seen in recent history.
So unlike BioShock Infinite's
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, I was like, Annie Gisselania? No, I don't know. What was and then Ellie from whatever, who everybody just takes care of themselves nowadays. Dokuro, not good. Not good on the co-op partner. not the co-op, the NPC partner.
Not at all.
But yeah, I want to play more of it. It was free for PlayStation Plus, so why not give it a shot?
Speaking of more 2D puzzle platformers,
Oh no.
I went back to Battle Block Theater.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, how's that?
Good.
Treating you.
I played it. I'd previously pretty much only played single player, other than I think we did a dry run. Other
Yeah.
than played multiplayer. I played all the way up through the third world
Oh,
in multiplayer with Stuart.
okay.
So
Local, online?
local.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was neat.
I want to play more
That
of that.
game is still good.
I actually don't know how that story ends. I would like to know.
I think it's How far did you get?
I think around that same like third chapter. I like the third, like when you're in like the
Well, I got to see we finished the third level.
yeah.
So we got to see the cutscene at the end of that.
Okay.
I don't think you've seen that one yet. It's starting to like. I think that story's gonna go somewhere real weird and cool, and I really want to see it.
Okay.
It's weird and cool
I-
already. So.
I kind of.
Oh yeah, it starts out weird and cool,
Yeah.
but it's like,
Gets even more so.
and it's
I-
like weirdly dark, and like I think it's just gonna be great. Whatever way it goes, I think it's just gonna be fantastic.
I gotta play more of it. Yeah.
Well, me and Stuart kind of hang out
That game's only
most
two.
Fridays now, so
Okay. That game's only 2-player co-op, right?
in the
And the story though.
yeah, but you
Okay.
can
Yeah,
do
battle
some
mode. and all
4-player
that
stuff.
crazy,
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
But it is cool to kind of like the levels are changed, and we're just kind of doing stuff like, okay, where I'm gonna throw you over there to get that gem, and I'm just gonna keep going in the level because the co-op in that game is probably actually the way to play it.
Yeah,
because single player is just like I'm just jumping and stuff, but in the multiplayer you actually have to like, okay, I'm gonna throw you up there, and then you're gonna help me up, and then we're gonna like, yeah, it's cool.
I can't.
It feels like they made it for co-op first before they
Yeah.
added the single player.
I'm trying to think if, because Dan and I comparing, let's say like Battle Block Theater to Cloudberry Kingdom, I'm wondering which one I enjoyed more as like a quote unquote co-op experience. I know Battle Block was fun because there was like working together.
Well, I honestly think you're having this conflict.
Yeah,
But Battle Block is a better game.
it's a better game, yeah, probably.
But I think you're having this conflict because we basically went into Cloudberry blind
yeah,
and came out with this
all the surprises were
great experience. Yeah. But if we'd been probably following stuff and be like, oh, they told us about this wheel mode and
yeah.
things, we probably wouldn't be.
But I don't even mean for all that
too
stuff. I mean just as a co-op
surprised.
thing. I feel like we started Battle Block when you can fuck people over as your sort of like camaraderie, like I'm better than you type
Well,
thing.
that's true.
But in Cloudberry, we were like, oh, just that.
Well, it is kind of two different games because the Cloudberry co-op is just kind of like
trying to
one person gets to the end first,
Yeah.
and then the level's over.
yeah.
So it's almost like
Explode.
even though you're cooperating to complete the levels,
Yeah.
you're just still kind of racing against the other people.
Yeah.
Be like, ha, I got in that door first. Fuck you.
So that was pretty good.
And even every 10th level in Cloudberry, when someone goes in the door, everyone else can't. Just they explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
But
But yeah, anyway.
then Battle Block is more of like almost like a Portal 2 co-op
Yeah.
type of deal where it's like
When you figure it
figuring out a puzzle and like finding all the gems in the level. And
That's true. By the time you get to like that third level stuff where it stops being like, oh, just watch out for these enemies, to like, how the fuck do we get past this part? So,
but the music is great in both
Yep,
games.
true.
Um,
Yeah, Cloudberry
I think
surprised
that- I think-
constantly.
I think Battle Block has that edge because of that narrator.
Yeah, Hattie McTaddington or whatever.
I still can't get over the bonus level soundtrack.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's part of the narrator because he's singing that entire song.
I don't know if calling it a song is appropriate.
It's song of the year, really. We're gonna have to have that category again. That was great. Kumar, do you ever look at the Game of the Year document?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Good.
remember how Kumar, what was that game that Dan wants to nominate for best game of the year?
Nimble Quest.
Nimble Quest.
Oh,
Thank
you
you.
motherfuckers.
But yeah. What do you guys else? What else you guys playing? You guys?
I did
Speaking
actually
of
play
other,
more Wipeout, but
you what? Sorry.
I did actually play a little bit more Wipeout. But
Oh, I thought you said I
thought
was
you
playing on my PSP Go. I was like, what?
No,
what
no.
Kumar?
I have a
it's
PSP
because I'm
Go.
so close to finishing the multiplayer campaign without even really having realized it.
Okay.
And so I figured I was like, whatever, I'll kind of see if anything changes. It's not. But it's still, I mean, it's fun again when it works. I said this last week, I think, or the week before. It's fun when it works. It's just getting it to work that's proving to be a problem.
Just
Yeah, that
platinum
was-
it and delete it.
Yeah.
Just get done
just
with
don't
it.
platinum it
that
and delete
game, there's no way I'm not putting that game on platinum pace. There's no way. There's way too much to do, and a lot of stuff is actually really, really hard to do.
But Kumar.
At least it's not a big game. Did you download the free, the like Fury and HD campaigns?
I actually meant to ask you guys. I don't know how to download those. Like, I don't
Well,
know if you do it through the PS Store or
Do you own HD and Fury?
yeah,
Yeah.
on the
so,
PS3. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you just go to the Wipeout HD store and they're free.
Oh,
That's it.
wow. Okay, so that just extended the life quite significantly.
Well, there's more. I think there's more trophies for those as well.
It's just a fun game though. Like I like the racing in that game. It's fun.
But
Well, the
Kumar-
HD and Fury is literally the entirety of HD and Fury.
You want the zone
Just in
modes?
2048.
You
Yeah,
want the,
Yeah, that's awesome.
everything. The entirety of that game and that add-on
But
just-
zone mode.
in 2048.
Is there zone mode
great.
just in the normal Vita version?
Yeah. Also, it's just called Zones.
I gotta play more
That
Wipeout.
mode gets really frustrating after a
Yeah,
while.
but I love that mode.
Phantom.
Phantom was a really fast one.
Subrapia.
I like that.
I got to Mach 1.5 a little while back.
Oh my
Jeez,
god.
You don't even You don't even know how fast it's going. Like it just melts.
You're
your
just
face.
at that point. You're just hitting walls back and forth until
How
your
many-
car is
Well, this
dead.
was all right. So, are you ready for this? This was. Do you guys know the maps well at all, or
Kind
I'll
of.
describe it. It was okay. So the maps, or not the map, sorry, the track. It's called Sol, and Sol is one of the only tracks that does not have sides. So if
Oh,
you
Is that
go
the
too
one
far
that
to the-
kind of like goes like up and then like
yeah,
down
it looks
a
like
steep?
it looks like a cyclone kind of thing. It looks, and so you go up a little bit, and then you come down, and
Yep. Yeah.
there's
Okay.
again,
Yeah.
there's no walls. So if you go off too far to the left or too far to the right, you go off the track.
Yeah.
So
Is that-
imagine
you just
going,
instantly
but
die
the
in
track
zones
is,
then.
the track is a little bit wider, so it I want to say it's simpler than what you'd think, but man, it gets really nerve-wracking when you're going that fast.
I
Do
can
you
imagine.
if you go off the track, do you just die in zones?
No, if you're
No,
going
no,
Mach
you
1, you
lose
just take
the-
off.
And then you just never stop. The game just endless loops you going down.
Yeah.
No, you lose I think 3 or 4% of
Oh.
your ship's
Oh, and,
hull,
then,
I
and then
guess.
it resets you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not.
And then
so
it just
bad.
kind of throws you back just a little bit before you kind of went off the track.
Okay, that's not too bad.
I got a trophy for it though, so I was like, oh, sweet, thanks guys, I guess.
Inching closer to that platinum, man. You got to get it. You got to get it on Wipeout.
I'm not getting that platinum. Forget that.
I don't. Is there trophies for the Fury and stuff?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
wanna see
Okay.
this.
Well, it's actually those entire games. I
Jesus.
was so impressed by that. I thought it was gonna be like, hey, here's like some tracks. But no, it's actually like converts 2048 and it controls like HD and then like Fury
Weird.
when you play those maps.
That's
And
kind
it
of
has
cool.
the different sets of cars. And
Yeah,
stuff.
it's actually pretty wicked.
And they're only like, I think they're only like 300 megs each or something like that. So that's cool.
There's a whole lot of content there.
Damn.
Also, Physar has our name on it.
Unity. It's pretty cool.
The prototype ships are craziness, by the way. I don't know if you guys have seen them yet.
No,
but
I didn't get that far.
No.
one of the prototype ships just keeps regenerating 50 cal bullets.
What the fuck?
So you just never
Wow.
run out. You can't. If you go over a weapon pad, you don't pick up a weapon, but you just continuously keep regenerating 50 cal bullets. So you fire off like that. You know the weapon, like that's the chain weapon,
Yeah,
the chain gun weapon. It's bullets like that, but they're more powerful than the weapon pickup. So
Oh
if
my
someone is
God.
driving in a straight line in front of you and you have 30 of those things racked up, if you hit them with I think 25 of them, they're done.
Holy shit.
Oh, actually, I did get just far enough to unlock the first prototype, which is the Physar prototype,
Okay.
and that's the one that you start at a set speed, but then every time you hit a speed pad, it increases your max speed. But you don't accelerate other than that.
Huh.
But at some point, you get stupid fast to the point where you just can't make corners.
Yeah, you can get.
yeah.
You can start going mind-numbingly quick with that
yeah,
ship
but
too.
by the end of like lap 2, you're just like, I can't even. This is too fast. Also, still kind of speaking about 2D puzzle platformers.
Yeah?
Ibn Ob.
Ibn Ob's pretty cool. That is more of a mindfuck in single player, though. But that game is fantastic. I can't get enough of the music in that game. That's 3 games that we talked about. They're platformers that have music that are amazing. 4 of them, actually.
Stealth Thing too.
4. So, I really like Ibn Ob.
Platformers are coming back.
Yeah.
Apparently, all right now.
Especially
Yep.
now that I'm getting back into Sly or getting into Sly and all that stuff, just playing tons of platformers, just Riccio learning. So, doing
And
good.
when Spelunky drops, I'm gonna be so happy.
tomorrow,
DuckTales next week.
Spelunky's tomorrow.
Apparently,
that's
the Spelunky guy said the Vita version will be out by the end of August.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, isn't that tomorrow?
He
Too?
said, he said that about July though.
Hmm.
Remember originally he said by the end of July.
Well, no,
Yeah.
that was the Sony ad, and he
Oh,
said
okay,
no,
okay,
that's
okay.
wrong. It's delayed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I
not so angry
browsed the
anymore.
Vita subreddit a lot, and someone on there asked him, and then
And that's
posted a
cross-buy,
picture of
right?
his suite. I actually have no idea.
I wonder if I should
I
get
don't
the
care
Vita
if it's
version
crossbuy or not.
or the Steam
I'm gonna be
version.
so happy when it's on the Vita.
So I'm wondering if I want to get the Steam version or the Vita version.
Well, do you want to cast it or not?
I already have the 360 one.
Then,
But if it's cross-buy on the... Yeah, we'll see.
well, because if you want to cast it, you can just play the 360 version,
True.
which that's the only difference. The only thing you actually gain out of the PC version is the daily challenge
daily.
leaderboards.
Is the Vita got the daily challenge?
They don't know yet. They haven't said.
I think it'd be a missed opportunity for them to not do that.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, I think the guy was talking about it. He said like, we're not patching that into the 360 version.
Yeah, that's
because it requires like an update or something
No.
every day.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
or something
horrible.
like that. And he said we just can't do that on the Xbox, but maybe they'll be able to do it on. He didn't say anything about the PSN version in that respect, so
Okay.
who knows?
If the PSN version doesn't have the daily challenge, then I'm probably gonna lean on the Steam version.
But
Oh yeah.
but you got to think about how much you'd play it portable as opposed to sitting at your PC.
Thing is that I'm sitting at my PC, I'll quickly load up something, but I rarely pull out my VDR and my 3DS, and I'm sitting at home where I spend 89, 99, a lot of my time.
See, I have extra commutes thanks to you.
Yeah,
because I come here, so
Now you
portable
ju-
systems are invaluable.
yeah, I guess so. And you'll have a new portable system soon, right, Dan?
That's right. I'm gonna get a black 3DS when it comes out.
Damn.
Here in
The end of the month, right? I think is what they said.
No, it's on Sunday.
Oh, wow. Okay, that
Yeah.
changes things for me as well.
It's launching alongside the new Mario and Luigi RPG game.
Oh,
You'll-
cool.
Dream Team.
You'll see. You guys will soon have the 3DS XL, also known as the Wii U.
Where you just have to hold it like a laptop. You got to sit it in your lap.
Yeah.
We
No.
we went through like I don't know. I was because I remember hearing that like if you bought a 3DS XL, you didn't get a charger.
Yeah.
So you and I before this podcast went on like a Google journey to like try and find out.
What the hell it came with? Apparently, from what it sounded like in that video, is that it doesn't come with a charger in Japan.
Yeah, but we finally
is
found
weird.
an IGN video.
Yeah.
And then he starts doing the unboxing, and then he pulls in a charger, and the way he phrases it is like, we have a charger here, but like it sounded like he grabbed
Yeah.
one from like
Yeah.
around the IGN offices.
Yeah.
But then he said, we get that in the box in the US. I was like, yeah. I was
Imagine
so
that-
excited.
That's so
Such a
weird.
terrible idea to not ship a portable console without to ship it without a charger doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, it sounds like they do it in Japan. Well, also, I bet you the 3DS adoption rate in Japan is huge.
Yeah.
So I'll bet
Yeah.
you the majority of the people
Yeah.
that would be interested in buying an
They don't have
XL
time
probably
for-
already have a
yeah.
3DS.
They don't have time for like 16 different chargers. Pfft, just get one.
Well, it is the same charger.
Yeah. I just can I mention something that I just realized with the Wii U here. I didn't realize that like PSN Plus, how any games you have installed or like ever played on your Wii U will auto download patches.
Oh.
Like
That's convenient.
it will not auto install them though, because it says oh no, it says install. I'm wrong. Wii U. Slightly better than the 360 in one aspect. Those are
Wait,
Well, no,
did you,
interface is actually quicker. Not like turning on an Xbox
Yeah,
and waiting
sure.
for like 7 hours for that thing to
Yeah.
circle and load your profile.
Riccio, this is completely random, but did
Go
you play Pikmin this week at all?
yeah.
That's the thing he was leaving for last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think
Sorry.
I think we're
Okay, go ahead.
pretty
Then talk about
much-
whatever else, and then
I
we'll
think
get to
we're
that
pretty much
afterwards.
done.
For what you guys have played?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else that I would.
Oh, I played a bit of the new BioShock DLC,
Oh yeah, that was pretty fun.
Clash in the Clouds. That's neat.
Yeah, like I told you, I like how you kind of lose all your levels, you lose all your money only in that DLC.
Well,
and you
it's,
just
it's
kind
like
of
a special. It's like a little special instance.
yeah.
Of BioShock.
So you kind of have to.
Oh,
read...
I forgot to mention I finished Saints Row.
Oh, that's true.
And you platinumed it.
Yeah.
Getting all those
Yeah,
challenges.
Platinum that too. That was a very, very over the top story right from the beginning to the right, or like right to the end kind of thing. It was very entertaining, I have to say. I was
Did
pleasantly
you
surprised.
see the Deckers Die mission coming?
Yeah, it made me so happy. That mission was so hilarious, and I ended up unlocking the toilet skin or the toilet suit, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So I just started running around the city with that. So I did most of the challenges.
That's
the
that's
toilet.
probably the dumbest skin in the entire game.
Yeah.
It's so hilarious though. Like it just, again, I've said this before, but the game is so self-aware and it embraces its shenanigans so wholeheartedly that you can't help but smile every time you see something ridiculous.
From what I'm hearing from primarily Giant Bomb about Saints Row 4
Yeah.
is that it leans more into just the craziness and the silliness, and that Saints Row 4 is even better than Saints Row 3.
I'm so excited for that.
I'm sure that's the case. I mean, they've been in a nice sort of progressive path rather right from the I think right from the second one.
What are you doing with that Wii U tablet, Riccio?
I was told that today during Nintendo Direct, you've been able to download an Animal Crossing app for your Wii U to have a Plaza.
Apparently, you can view all sorts of things.
Yeah, and I just wanted to install it to see what's up, and I'm being asked about 20 million questions as I'm fucking loading it up. So I just mashed yes on half of them.
Is Tom Nook asking you those questions?
It looks like Tom Nook actually is.
No, that's KK Slider. What the fuck are you talking about? Or was Tom Nook standing in front of him?
I can't tell. I don't know. It's still asking me questions. This is the worst. Yeah. So, Dan, what were you talking about before? You said you played something. You finally played, finished, started. Before Kumar said Saints Row.
I was talking about Clash of the Clouds.
Clash of Clouds, right. Never mind. the DLC's fun.
Hey, Kumar?
Yep.
You should buy and complete BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, do that.
That's no joke. If you knock it down to easy, that's like 8 hours maybe? On easy?
Yeah.
Maybe even less than that.
It depends on how much you explore.
Yeah.
But
I probably would explore because everyone that I've spoken to who's played the game has just said it's so cool to just kind of get, I guess, lost in the world.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I
it
can't
is,
imagine
it
that
is.
I would play it without at least wanting to experience that.
Yeah,
So.
But I would definitely play it on easy because that combat can get...
normal would probably be still not too bad.
Well, yeah,
I'd play it on
Kumar
hard.
is very good at video games.
I'd play it on hard just because.
Like I went through on hard and it only took me like. I remember being significantly shorter than I thought it would be, but I don't remember how many hours it took me.
Did you play it on PC, right, Riccio?
Yep, I rolled through it on PC.
I think on normal it took me like 9-10 hours or something. Maybe 11.
That sounds about right.
Have you guys tried it on the console? Like, how does it play comparatively?
Oh, I played it with a 360 controller.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
heard
you kind of got that
Plays
same feel.
good. Yeah.
I
I
heard it
actually
looks-
kind of had to remap it to be because they have the controls like the original BioShock, but I feel like the gameplay kind of demands more of like a first-person shooter, like a classic first-person shooter thing with like, well, I shouldn't say classic, I guess. More of a Call of Duty thing with like aim down the sights on left trigger and like special abilities on the bumpers, whereas the classic BioShock setup is like shoot right trigger, plasmid left trigger, then like change guns is like right bumper and change plasmids is left bumper.
Yeah.
And while that worked fine in the original BioShock, I feel like this one was, the combat was improved and I wanted to just play it more like a shooter.
Okay.
Cool.
I think I never tried that with the controller. I'll use mouse and keyboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I want to say, I think I wanted to give it a shot, but I think I went mouse and keyboard the entire time. Didn't have that much trouble.
Oh, that's right, because you were
Taking
talking
that,
about the auto aim.
Yeah, that's
thing.
right.
That's right.
You
Yeah.
had to turn on the controller. Thanks, Dan, for reminding me why I hated that game. Okay.
You played on hard. You can't blame the game.
No, actually, that was a breeze on hard for some reason. Never went back for 1999 mode or
Well,
1998.
did you know? I don't know if you looked, but Clash in the Clouds locks you in hard.
Oh, really?
You can't play on other.
That's why it just feels
difficulties.
normal. Score.
What was
Fun.
I feel like I've asked this before, but what was 1999 mode again? Like they'd take away your ability to buy healing items or something?
You have to hard save or something, and
Yeah, it's all hard saves.
when you die,
Oh,
there's
okay.
no respawn. You have to load your save file over or something.
And it's something about the like health items.
There's no health regeneration. You have to pick up health things. Or
Okay.
shield. You have no shield. Is that what it is?
So they just make
Yeah,
the game.
maybe it's you don't have a
pretty
shield or
careful.
I
something.
don't remember. Yeah, it's a
'Cause
bunch
you gotta
of
be really careful, I
it'd be
guess,
pretty
as you go
easy-
through the game.
It'd be pretty easy to look up.
yeah, but
It's meant to be like those old classic shooters where everything was limited and you have to like do quick saves and stuff.
can I transition to something about old classic shooter?
Sure.
I played
Oh, I know what you're going to talk about.
Rise of the
Rise of the Triad?
I almost said Titans. Thank you, Triad. Yes,
Fucked that up.
that game is the best headache I've ever had. The first
I
night
don't know how I feel about that.
well, the first night I played it, I got home. I was super psyched to play it. I think I was tired from work, so instantly had a headache. I was kind of hungry. I was like, fuck it. I'll just give it a shot. I'll play. And that game moves ridiculously fast. It is totally out there and just... The first guy I found, I just picked up a rocket launcher, shot him in the face, and then his eyes bounced off my screen, and I was like, "You've got me here, buddy. Like this is it. I'm laughing already, and I didn't expect this." And then I played it for maybe another hour after that. But actually, I played this before the last podcast, and I don't think I talked about it.
No.
Wow.
I think you mentioned it, but I don't think
Yeah.
you really talked about what the experience was like.
Yeah, actually, I think I mentioned the eye thing. But anyways, that game. Has
Actually,
been,
I wasn't on the last podcast.
yeah, that's
so
true.
I
So
couldn't tell
this is, yeah. But anyways, I played more of it.
I was thinking back to like the last podcast when I was here. You didn't talk
Oh,
about it
yeah,
then,
that's
so.
So I started casting it. I tried to show some people on cast what that game was, and there's some really weird stuff. It's always fun. It's always crazy, but it's super old school where it's super Twitch shooty. You have to like one of the bosses I fought was literally I held D, so I was side strafing around him, and I just kept turning my mouse and picking it up and keep turning it. So I was just circle strafing him. And I think the fight was a good 3 minutes, so just me spinning in a circle, shooting it, just holding it on click. So you don't have to reload in that game. You have unlimited ammo on some of your guns, so you're just firing for 3 minutes. And I had, for some reason, that was a hell of a time. I want to do more of that. But there's also some weird, quirky stuff in it. Like there's just random voiceovers that kept coming on. Like one of them was just like, I walked over a bridge, and then someone was like, "Oh, you like that? You like that? Yeah, you like that, baby? Yeah, you like that?" And then like the voiceover guy starts laughing. He's like, "I've recorded way too many of these." I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this game?" But it was I don't know. That game is fantastic.
It got reviewed very, very poorly.
Well, it's because it's super old school. It's really frustrating, and you just die constantly. But for some reason,
Okay.
it was just
For certain people, it's the perfect game.
Yeah, because it reminds me of like the old school Serious Sam games and all those awesome things.
It's more mindless, I guess, right? Like
yeah,
you
it's
just kinda run through
super
and-
mindless. Yeah, and it's just like it's all about finding like the nearest rocket launcher. They're just everywhere. There's no reason. They're just everywhere. And yeah, you just
Do
shoot
the enemies
things.
carry them at all, or no?
No, but you have Nazis that'll come and take them out of your hand and then backflip away like cartwheel, and then if you shoot them, it drops. It's really stupid. It's some really dumb stuff. There's just really. It feels like I wish Duke Nukem, like what Duke Nukem Forever would have been. Although I still enjoy Duke Nukem Forever and the DLC for that one. I don't remember the name now, but yeah, I don't know. It just feels fun, and it's mindless, but it's good. I don't know.
Cool.
I like it. So I played some of that. Also, so yeah, I texted you guys about on the weekend is that I started playing Skyrim, and I enjoyed myself this time.
Oh, I thought that text was sarcastic.
No. I had a hell of a time playing Skyrim on the weekend.
You had a picture of like you holding what's while you were taking care of the dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had a picture of the controller up, and you were like, because you capitalized enjoying.
Yeah.
So I thought you were like,
Oh, okay, I
I'm
guess
enjoying myself.
No, so okay, what happened is I played Skyrim on the PC.
Text messages.
Yeah. I played Skyrim on the PC, mouse and keyboard. That's how I finished the game. Just the main storyline. I never did any of the side things.
I
did
didn't
some
know
of the
that you
side
actually
things.
even finished the main story.
Yeah, I had fucking the worst time ever. But anyways, I finished that. Then I tried playing with the controller because I was like, you know what? I played Oblivion with the controller. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. That like weird kind of relax and slowly make your way and explore. But that wasn't doing it for me because for some reason, like the controls, I've had to tweak them in the INI files to make the acceleration and all that stuff what I like. But I was still not having fun with it. I would get really bored really easily. So this weekend I had to take care of little Chihuahua for a little while. And
That picture you sent made me laugh so hard.
yeah, we had to set her up on the couch. But if I would leave and go to my computer, which is not like you can't see my computer from the couch or you can't face it, she would start flipping out and start barking. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to sit on the couch near you. That's the only way you're gonna shut up. So I sat on the couch.
What a fucking needy dog! Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I set up Skyrim. I put a big picture on the TV, and then I set up Skyrim and I started playing it. And like 2 or 3 hours went by, and I was like, I haven't gotten angry yet. Yeah, I've just been playing Skyrim. I haven't gotten angry. I started Dawn Guard. I started having fun, and I even like it clicked when I was inside a random cave, and I was like, I didn't fucking do this during the like 20 some hours I went through the main campaign. Like, this is it. I have to play it exactly the way I played Oblivion, like on a couch facing a screen with a controller. Like, this is fantastic. So I had a bit of fun, and it still ended with me being like, well, I'm tired of this now. But this time it was like 3 or 4 hours into like doing fucking nothing at all. So that was good. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I found the way to go through Skyrim, so I'm gonna at least...
Did you finish any other quest lines?
No, I've been trying to sort of tank Dawn Guard to then get to Dragonborn, and then I think that'll be me being done. But I was just surprised that I found a way that I actually could enjoy it without getting frustrated. It was actually surprising. Also, for some reason, it looks smoother on a TV. I don't know why. On my TV. I don't know. I don't know if it's like weird refresh
You have
rate
a
stuff.
really nice TV, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
To be fair.
Yeah. But it just, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, Skyrim. I can't believe I enjoyed it. It was weird. I've been shitting on it for so long. That is just weird.
It's good that the experience you got coming back into it was positive.
Yeah, yeah, and it was weird. It was sort of like, oh, give it a try. It's sort of like something I guess I can play with the controller. Had fun. So another game I kind of want to talk about is it was donated by somebody from the stream as well as YouTube. His name is The Slayer on YouTube. Sorry, on Twitch. He donated me a game called It'll Do, which I showed Dan a little bit of, and
It's Chips Challenge,
yeah, I guess Dan was saying it's like Chips Challenge with a super huge.
which is one of the best games ever made.
You know, I've actually never. I know you showed me Chips Challenge at some point on your iPad. I had never actually played it before. I was surprised.
You
by
should
that.
go install Windows 3.1 in a VM.
I will do that.
Play it.
I'll do that. No, I'm actually doing it on my Wii U. Let's install it now. I wish you could just crack that stuff and screw the Wii U's. I actually do. Why it's not? Actually, it's faster now. Anyways, I don't know why I said Wii U. I just looked at it and it was the first thing I said. Anyway, yeah, no, it looks like Zelda, except for it's like weird. There is some combat, but it's all just like those weird kind of like push a block, get it on top of a switch. You did it. You unlocked a door. Go to the next door. All right, figure out how you have to push these blocks and get that block over there without it getting stuck.
Pick up the skates and walk over the ice. Some Chips Challenge.
If that happens, I will let you know. I'll be like, dude, this is fucking Chip Challenge.
There's also there was magma boots, and there was like suction boots that would stop you from flying across the green arrows. Anyways,
but either way, It'll Do is really good. We're probably gonna have a drive into that soon, but I just wanted to mention it because another one of those games that
we should also try on Chips Challenge. You've never played it.
Super
it
HD
could be a
Chip
first
okay.
impression.
Maybe, yeah. But no, it's just there's been a lot of games lately that I guess maybe they're indie as well, but like just so many things that I've not expected or not known about, and then played and be like, holy fuck, this is good. And it's so surprising how many hidden gems there are out there. I guess I don't know.
There's a lot of them, that's for sure.
Just considering that I know all three of us at least are here, whatever we know of a lot of games. The fact that we know of a lot of games and have played a lot of games, that there's still so many games out there that we don't even know about that are actually still fantastic. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, our stupid quest to own everything on Steam is never going to happen.
Yeah. I tried. No.
Okay, gave it your best 700 game shot.
Yeah. I went back into Lost Planet 2 actually because I'm eagerly excited for
I wish I'd
Lost
played that
Planet
with
2.
you.
I
wish you had, like, if you'd text me about it, like, an hour earlier,
Yeah.
I would, like, there wouldn't have been anyone at my house.
Lost Planet 2, it's a really weird game. It has so many weird systems working in it, but it's so good. And that stupid slot machine that you barely ever get shit that you want, and then when like you've been playing for like 6 hours and it finally drops something that you can use or like a weapon, you get so excited and so happy about that game. Like it I don't know. It does so many things weirdly and like I guess somewhat wrong, but it also gets it so good. That makes no sense, but I really like Lost Planet 2. It's weird. I don't know.
Stoked for Lost Planet 3?
I'm still excited for it. Yeah. I'm once again big shout out to MCP for donating that one. We'll be able to try that or play it, or I'll be able to play it, and then we'll do a dry run of it or something. I'm excited for that game.
Can you still pick up little orange goops?
I don't know. I
Because that one has snow again, right?
like yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I mean playing Lost Planet 2.
There's no orange goops in that one, right?
No, there is. Yeah.
Oh, there
There's
is?
still orange groups. But I'm trying to wonder, like, it's going to be such an insane contrast to have played Lost Planet 2 now, like, weeks before 3 comes out. Or is it weeks? It's in August, I think.
Everything's in fucking August.
Yeah, it's in August. But it's just, I don't know. I'm wondering if there'll be, like crazy dive rolling stuff, or, like, that weird, even just that aiming, or just, like, how, I don't want to say how Americanized is going to be, but it is made by an American company now. So I wonder if it's, like, I wonder what's going to be different about it. I wonder if it's going to be a completely different game, like super third-person story crazy game, or going to be like super third-person story game with crazy slot machine Japanese stuff in it. I don't know. I'm excited for it. I'm excited. I played a shit ton more Warframe.
Of course you did.
I spent more money in it. I bought
What
more.
other free-to-play game did you play?
Like
That
this
was it.
week you did?
Yeah, I spent more
No,
money.
that's a lie. That's not it. You said that's it.
Oh yeah, Dota. I played
Yeah.
Dota.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I played some Dota. I watched a lot of Dota. There's a lot of Dota stuff going on right now.
Watched a lot of Dota.
Yeah. No, actually, I've had some streams open in the background to kind of get my Courier Smeevil video views, but I've also kind of been watching. When you actually tune into some of the tournament things from the Invitational 3 or whatever, or the International 3. TI3. Man, those games are crazy. Like, watching pros play Dota 2 is just like a whole nother level of shit that I didn't like. It also helps to have 5 people communicating together, because like normally I play Dota, there's like me and Skin, or me and like 2 other people playing, and watching the pros play it where you have one thing get planned out and you have the whole fucking team like merge and do something crazy, or just like, how do you even coordinate that shit? I don't know. Dota 2 has a whole nother level of stuff that I didn't expect, and it clicked. Like, you know how StarCraft 2, you see like the pros play and you're just like, holy shit, like I'm never gonna get there. Seeing now
how it looks like it's like a full army moving independently, and you're like, this is fucking crazy.
And then now watching like a pro play Dota, it's like, man, I'm shit at this game. When I thought it was okay, but it's like, no, I'm clearly just complete shit at this game. So that's crazy.
I'm complete shit at that game.
Yeah. But to jump back to Warframe for a second, I spent more money because when you log in, you get bonuses. One of the bonuses is like, hey, you get 50% off platinum purchases. I was like,
oh, really?
50% off, huh? So I bought some more platinum.
I still have yet to not play that game, crouch walking with a pistol. I bought the best pistol in the game. It's a Magnum.
Did you buy the new DLC crazy one, like the 6-shot? Because they added a new one.
Mine holds 6 bullets.
Yeah, I think that there's 2 of them. There's
the one I have kind of looks like Desert Eagle-y, but if you're saying there's another one that looks like a round barrel that looks kind of Magnum-y, oh, that's great.
That's what I just got. Yeah.
So I still have that. Didn't cost platinum; it cost points.
Oh. Well, then they're cool.
So I still have the like starter pack platinum sitting around.
Sweet, get that. It's only 190 or 120 or something stupid. It's not that expensive.
Don't you get like 525?
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, that's great.
I bought another 1,000.
But it's just, of course you did. It's just crouch walking around headshots.
Yeah,
it's real easy. And if I miss it, it's 2 shots with that pistol to kill normal people. So
you can modify guns with like putting cards in them and stuff. My new 6-shot thing that I bought, I made like its damage like 80% more. It lights people on fire, freezes them, and lightnings them.
I'm not that far in the game.
And
I'm not done Mercury yet.
No, but and then reloads faster. So when I pull it out, I'm just like, and it's just like instant headshots. I'm like, I kill 4 people. It's like it's just like a half second. Like, oh, okay, why don't you just
you're probably playing with a mouse keyboard too.
Yeah,
so it's
true.
like
so I'm just
headshot,
headshot, lock and load. But so that game had a double affinity weekend, which is like a double XP, but all your stuff levels up faster. So then I was like, hey, why don't I buy an XP booster on top of that and then level up some Warframe? So I had like a double weekend going on. I haven't leveled shit so long.
Quadruple?
Yeah, it was just so much.
2 creams, 2 sugars weekend?
It was weird because I'd play a match and be like, oh, let's level this up. It takes like 4 matches, I get a level. To like, oh, dude, I just shot that guy in the face. I'm level 3 now. Like, just woo! It was fantastic. It's pretty good. But yeah, still very much enjoying Warframe. And I think what's going to happen is all these games are going to come out. I'm going to play it less. The PS4 is going to come out. I'm going to download on the PS4 and just get right back into it. So hoping to ride that wave if I have some free time once that PS4 comes out. All those goddamn launch titles. Yeah.
That on top of the fact that you're going to have an Xbox One shortly thereafter or shortly beforehand. So
yeah, exactly.
You're going to have a whole lot of games to play, man.
We're not going to have Xbox Ones, Kumar. We'll be fine.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
But yeah, if you guys want to join our Warframe clan, let us know, because MCP was nice enough to put a lot of platinum into our clan thing, which I believe now we can just have so many people. I don't know if he upgraded it properly or all the way, but I think we can have 1,000 people up from our 10.
Holy shit.
So,
a little bit of a difference.
If you guys want in, let us know. Yeah.
MCP is the guild accountant.
Yeah, MCP just kind of bought a lot of platinum and then went from, hey, our dojo is 1 room to, hey, our dojo is 5 floors and like independent rows of craziness. I got lost in it. There's a mini map, but there's no bring up a map button. So I just kind of went exploring, went down a floor, and I took hallways. I'm like, oh sweet, there's a research facility. Oh cool, there's a fighting dueling arena here. Oh, there's a thing. How do I get back? I'm like, oh wait, no, okay, so I went this way, and then it was just corridors, and then I couldn't find the elevator anymore, so I just quit.
Great.
I don't know where I am in our dojo.
Nice.
But apparently he's put up some signs or something in there to help you get around.
Oh, that's
but,
cool. I did see. I don't even know what that aspect of the game
yeah,
is.
I don't know. It's crazy. But Warframe is pretty cool.
I'm already joined in that, right? So I don't have to like.
Yeah, you just have to make something or a key or something.
I'm in Swag Unity.
Yeah, Swag Unity. Swag Unity. If you guys want in, add me up as a contact on Warframe. My name should just be Riccio, Riccio. So do that. That's all it takes.
Message of the day. Swag.
Swag. Still swag.
Really dumb.
I was gonna say
Is that just posted in the dojo or something? Like what?
It's the message of the day. Like whenever you log in, it says it in the chat.
Right.
Or
That's
or
your
all sorts
dojo
of
messages. Swag.
Yeah. I was about to say that's it for me.
No, it's not.
But
you have one more.
Yeah, I realized it's not on Raptor.
Oh.
I played Pikmin 3. And Pikmin 3 is real good. Like real good. It's crazy. I don't want to say that when I picked this up, I thought it was going to be a shit game. That's not at all what was going through my head. But having played only the first one, and I didn't play the second one, which I know the second one didn't have a time limit. I was worried that 3 was going to be like that sort of like, go, come on, hurry up. Like, just, you're going to lose, you can die at the end if you don't do this properly. So that kind of like stress, I didn't want to have to deal with that. But getting into Pikmin 3, it's super like newbie friendly. It looks awesome. That game runs in 1080p at 60 frames, which is like beautiful looking. Yeah, it's beautiful looking. And it's just awesome. It's the Pikmin games have always been sort of RTS-y. Like you have like your different Pikmins, the different colors, they have different weaknesses and things that they're strong to. Like red ones can sustain damage to fire, or yellow ones can go into like lightning stuff, or like power. They can chain each other to make like to get two wires to connect and provide electricity, or just weird shit like that. And it's really cool. Except for in this one, what they've done is because you have the gamepad, you always have access to a mini map right in your like hands. You can scroll around and sort of give orders. Well, I should explain that you control more than one character now. You have 3 sort of space people, and then you have Pikmin. So you can kind of split off your team into 3 different groups of however many Pikmin you want to assign to each group, and then
have like 100 per.
No, you can only have 100 on the map at the time, so you have to kind of split out like who gets what. So you can do that, and then you kind of be like, okay. So the purpose of the game is that you crash land on a planet because you're looking for fruit to bring back to your home planet, because they have vegetables, but they don't eat vegetables. Vegetables are bad, so they have to go to planets to get fruit. So you crash land, and then you have to find fruit to sustain yourself and bring back to your planet. So what you can do is when you're controlling 3 people, you can be like, okay, I know there's a strawberry over there. I'm going to take this many Pikmin, this with this one dude, you move that way. While you're doing that, I'm going to go destroy this wall with these Pikmin. This guy, oh, you're just going to go explore over there and figure out the map. So you kind of do like this crazy multitasking, which you don't have to do, but the fact that you can do it kind of makes me almost feel like I'm playing some like weird StarCraft kind of game, but it feels way different and awesomer, and just I don't know how to describe that game. I just know that when I started playing it, I don't know how Miyamoto does it or how Nintendo does it, but that like sense of being a kid again just comes back. Of just the game does really well at letting you explore and figure stuff out on your own, and feeling that I don't know. I can't describe it. It's just playing that game.
It brings you back to being a kid again.
Yeah.
Because the last time you played a Pikmin game was when you were like 12.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's just,
Did you play the first 2 of them, Riccio, or
just
no?
the first one? I never played the second one.
Okay.
I've kind of been curious about the second one now that I know there's no time limit, and it's just there's like dungeons and weird shit which don't return in this one.
Yeah, it's just like getting money on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I was smiling the entire time. The writing was pretty funny because every time you get a fruit, they name it what they think it looks like. And then they'll give like a funny thing about it, like, why does this, it's like a strawberry, I don't know what the hell the name was, like, why does this fruit have pimples on it? Oh well, looks delicious, and then like eats it. Or just like mangoes, where it's like, oh, no one else likes it, I'm gonna eat this with my tears. And you're just like, what the hell? What? Like, what is this? And I don't know, this is super weird shit.
That was really strange.
But it's so good. And I think there's about 5 times at the cast last night when I was playing where the game still progresses, where it's like 50 minutes is like a day or something, and you have to try to do as much as you can before it's nightfall, and then you kind of have to get all your Pikmin near your ship, or whoever's not in your group, like whoever's not following you, gets left behind. So you kind of scramble to get that, and you can end the day. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so there's so many times where I would finish a day and was like, but I didn't go fight the boss yet. So let's go back in, let's do one more day, and then I'll like end up not doing the boss again. Like I'll just explore, and it's like, okay, guys, one more day. We gotta do one more day, and then I'll take out the boss, and it's like, wait, but I just unlocked something. All right, we gotta go one more day so I can go get some more fruit, and it just, I don't know.
Is this unlimited?
It's unlimited, depending on, well, it's based on how many fruit you can find. I don't think the fruit respawns. It doesn't seem to. But I don't know if there's a certain point where it'll just kind of like spawn.
So
randomly.
it technically doesn't lock off content. It's like as long as you are, like you can play the game as long as there's stuff to do.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay, that makes sense.
But what's really cool is that unlike Pikmin 1 where you're kind of like stressed out, in this one you'll be like, oh sweet, I found a strawberry, and that's gonna give me like a day and a half. Or oh, I found a strawberry, and most of the time you'll find like 1 or 2 fruits per day. So you'll be like, oh, here's a strawberry, here's some kiwi. Here's like a cherry. Oh, sweet. Now I'm good for 4 days. Like I just did this in one day. Now I can just take my time and just have fun for multiple days. But it's it feels really like right now where I'm at, where I stopped last night. I think I have like 9 days or 9 or 10 days saved up. So, and I know for sure, and I just unlocked like a new area. So I know for sure when I go in there, I'm gonna get like 3 or 4 more fruits on the first drop, possibly. So yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
It's games like that I know it's what I was always talking shit to Nintendo about before, being like, it's always Mario, it's always the Mario Karts, it's always the Mario Tennis and the Zelda Golf, and you have like a Pikmin, or like it's always the same type of games that they're re-releasing. But playing Pikmin 3, it's the one thing that so far has made me happy that I've decided to pick up a Wii U, because it's like it's always the same experience, but it's also the only way you can get that experience. But it's always made so like it's always crafted so not like perfectly, but just
lovingly.
Yeah, it's just different. Like I think I was telling Dan, like it's weird to play a game like Pikmin where there's no violence, there's no crazy gore, there's no anything. There's like nothing really
You
evil.
invade those animals' homes with your army of Pikmin and kill them.
Actually, it's funny because you like crash on a planet and you decide to steal all the fruit and the food. So pretty much, yeah.
It's terrible.
But yeah, I don't know. Like there's one instance of like violence that the game kind of had where there's certain dudes that when you kill, they kind of pop and then their eyes like pop out and bounce and then like disappear. I was like,
can you go get them?
No, I tried. I did try. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, of course you would. It's probably like 3 people to carry that eyeball, and it's probably worth like 5.
Well, it's Pikmin. They're like the same size as like the Pikmin, the little things crawling.
Oh, so it's probably 1 or 2.
Yeah. But no, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to play something that's not like, you know how everything these days is like weird explosions or just like weird sort of like a lot of shit going on, and you play Pikmin, it's just like, I don't know. It's weird to play a game like this now, but it feels so good. Like I can't describe that feeling, but it's just playing through it. It's so much. It's like it's just a game instead of trying to be like some crazy thing. Like I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain it. I had a lot of fun with it. The game does have some weird control issues, though.
You're gonna play the game.
I'm gonna play the game. But
are you gonna play the game?
Can you repeat the question?
Can you play the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Tap the mic. Yes. But no, it's
Tap the mic.
Yes. But yeah, no. There's some issues that there's some issues with the controls. The right stick turns the camera around, which is totally fine, like whatever. The left stick, however, controls you and the cursor at the same time, just like the old Pikmin. But it feels really weird this time because there's like a lock on,
like right stick controls.
Yeah, I'm used to like right stick controls, so I keep trying. I'm like, but what people say is that you should just prop up like the gamepad in front of you, like in its little charging dock, and then you can use a Wiimote and a nunchuck, so you have precise aiming. You have the analog stick, and then you can poke the screen to do your stuff, which sounds like a really cool way to do it. However, I feel lazy, and I'm kind of getting used to the controls, and because if you lean the analog stick a little bit, then you're only controlling the cursor. If you leave it fully, you're moving yourself and the cursor. So I kind of, by the end of the night, I had it mastered where I was like stopping and then moving the cursor. It was going okay.
Have you seen that picture of Pikmin 3 floating around? Steven Totillo playing it at an airport?
No. What?
He just plugged his Wii into like an airport
Oh, yeah?
jack and just played the whole thing on his.
That's actually really cool.
Gamepad.
When you're playing it, it goes on the full screen. And there's like a map on the mini-map on your little gamepad. But if you hit minus, it switches to only like everything's just on the gamepad. I don't think you have a mini-map anymore, but that's kind
Well,
of
you probably have like a little transparent one.
or
something in
when
a
you
corner or
poke the
something.
screen, then it turns to mini-map or something. I don't know,
Maybe.
something weird. But man, that mini-map is the best thing ever because when it's like counting down, it's like, hey, you have 10 seconds to find any Pikmin you're missing. You just start scrolling around the map because when you scroll around, it pauses the game. So you start going around, and it's like, oh, where's the blinking little dot? Oh, fuck. And then you start like rolling towards, like just trying to scream your whistle at it to try to, hopefully before the time runs out.
And then the creature eats it
Yeah.
when you take off.
The game glitched on me, actually. It's still like the old Pikmin, I think, where you use like, there's like a cave or something, or like a little thing. You walk towards it and it fades to black, fades up, and you're like in another location. The Pikmin was stuck like in the darkness type, or like in the loading transition. So
Oh, weird.
I would walk through and I'm trying to whistle and I'm like, no, and as time ended, then I watched it get eaten. So fuck
There's
that
only
little guy.
one Pikmin.
Yeah, still fuck
That
that little
ain't
guy
shit.
for being it. He glitched himself. He started to get eaten. He's turning to poop now. Poopman. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's Pikmin, but it works really good and it made me happy and it looks gorgeous. It's fucked. Like a lot of things kind of like muddy, but like everything as a whole, like you look at it and you're just like, oh, that's good. That's good. So, yeah.
Would you suggest buying a Wii U
If you are in Canada
to
right
play
now,
Pikmin 3?
if you're in Canada right now and you can get a $150 one from Target, hell yes.
There's like two
Wow.
Targets in Canada.
It's a glowing endorsement.
Go find it. Yeah, Pikmin and like Pikmin, Super Mario U and Monster Hunter would be like three things that I would say if you're picking up a Wii U, get those because those are fantastic, and totally worth.
You have to talk
That.
into the mic.
It's totally worth it. It's totally worth it. Those three games, so good. But anyways, I think we're done with games.
Yeah.
Sir.
You always go last.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
When you're done with games, we're done with games.
Good. So the Wii U, 3DS got an update. Actually, it added some weird Street Pass relay thing where if
Do you want to talk about Street Pass?
someone goes into
Do you want to talk about your Street Pass?
my Street Pass? Oh, I bought the Street Pass minigames. Also bought Pushmo, and Pushmo is pretty fantastic.
How many were there? There were 4 games, right?
Yeah, that you
You
get.
had a rabbit, give him a deal.
I have a rabbit give me a deal. There's 4 new Street Pass games. I bought them. One of them is a sort of Galaga sort of side scrolly shoot 'em up. One is a garden thing where people pass you and then they give you seeds or flowers, which then you merge with your flowers to create super flowers. It seems.
That was the one with the crazy tutorial.
Yeah,
right?
crazy tutorial. Another one where you go into a ghost mansion and then you get given a Tetris block, which then you have to build a path to an exit, but then putting like 4x4 blocks, because it's like Tetris blocks, but 4x4 block will unlock a room with a chest in it to get items, which, by the way, this game fucking surprises shit in me. It has loot that levels up, gets experience, you have experience, you level up, there's skills, and it's like not Diablo, it's like a fucking crazy RPG hidden in like this weird sort of rimmed capsule type weird thing. But the depth of the RPG in that is crazy. I was confused as fuck. Is insane. And then the other thing you have is pretty much risk. So everybody you pass,
Oh, great.
Great. You street pass somebody and he's like, well, my army is 150 people. So you have 150 people in your army and you just slowly take over the world. It's pretty cool. But the cool thing is when you go into combat, it's like rock, paper, scissors. You have cavalry, archers, and swordsmen. So then you see what the other do. You get to choose how many. Let's say you have 150 people. You have to choose how many of those 150 go into each class. But then you have to pick which ones will attack in which order. So you see what the enemy has. You see like, okay, he has 28 archers, he has 33 swordsmen, and like 50 something cavalry. So you got to make sure that whatever's good against cavalry, you have more of. But then you have to guess like, okay, I'm going to do the anti-cavalry first, like I'm going to do the archers, and then I'm going to do the swordsmen, then the cavalry. And you have to hope that you rock, paper, scissors properly to win 2 out of 3, and then... The minigames have so much weird like depth and like crazy shit to it that it's like, whoa, okay, these are pretty cool. But what sucks is that now when I street pass one person, it's like, okay, I get the pictures from you for the like weird just picture matching minigame. Then I do the Find Me, which brings me to the castle dungeon thing to kill the ghosts, and then go into the Galaga thing, go into the get a friggin' flower, get a Ghost's block.
What you're saying is you're upset that you
Get-
have so many games that you have to play. with a
Yeah, it's like
single
30 minutes.
street
Like,
pass.
okay, that was good. Thanks for those 6 people. But anyway, I don't know. It's still fun. Anyway, Vita got an update. It added a shit ton of stuff. Like anti-aliasing to like everything on the system.
Yep.
Uh,
Most importantly, the bubbles on the home screen.
the bubbles.
The bubbles look so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like noticeably improved.
Yeah. Holding the PlayStation button on the Vita now lets you access airplane mode.
Networking settings.
Yeah,
basically.
wireless, all this crazy stuff.
Wi-Fi. And
What
Bluetooth.
what's that other? There's another like quick way to get to your settings. What's that again?
Well, holding the home button.
Yeah.
But now it does the same thing. Like now it kind of.
It does the same
Opens up
thing, but
network
it has more settings
Oh,
and
I
stuff.
see, I see.
Like,
Yeah,
you-
I'm
Well,
looking at it right now.
It's still
Yeah.
got the brightness and the like disable microphone and music volume and stuff, but
Yeah.
it also has flight mode, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth.
So that's pretty cool.
Bluetooth to my Vita to my iPhone.
Yeah,
You could apparently use it as like a speaker. It's weird.
that's pretty crazy.
Free music.
Then there's also what is it? Oh, you can also when you're moving around your bubbles and stuff, you can now use the analog stick and the D-pad and all that stuff. I think.
Yep.
Instead of touch.
Yep.
And there's a lot of other stuff. You can stream music from your PC or PS3 or videos to your Vita or something.
Yep.
Um,
Using Content Manager.
Content manager. Yeah.
Screenshots are now less compressed.
There's also PlayStation Plus little icon in every one of your games to back up save files.
Yep.
Which is helpful. Whole ton of stuff.
In the quick little area there,
Yeah.
Yep. The live area.
Yeah.
live area. Yeah.
So there's a ton of extra little fixes. If you're interested, check out 2.6 patch details. It's good. It's a lot of small stuff, which is very welcome. John Carmack has now joined the people behind the Oculus Rift as the CTO. What is this? Okay, Chief Technology Officer. It says
Officer.
right there. Perfect. I was like, what is CTO? Yeah, kind of crazy considering that back at I think E3 last year or 2 years ago, where he was kind of showing off Doom BF3 edition, Doom BF3 BFG edition, and
Wasn't
being
that
like
at, like PAX or something?
maybe it was PAX, but wherever he
It's like,
was,
I don't think it was at E3.
yeah, maybe it was PAX. Yeah, that would make sense, or GDC or something.
Actually, GDC makes
yeah,
more
GDC
sense.
makes more sense. But he was like, yeah, head-mounted displays. This shit's gonna happen. It's gonna be fantastic. And then Oculus Rift is like, we're gonna do it. And then it just fucking has exploded. So the fact that he kind of called it and sort of pioneered it ish, like gave it that little push nowadays, and it's now gonna be behind that. That sounds fantastic. I can't wait to see what sort of changes or craziness John Carmack is gonna do for the Oculus Rift. That's gonna be damn cool.
He's a very talented man.
He's a very talented man. Watching him at QuakeCon was the best experience ever. Just kind of,
Really, the best experience ever.
dude, you feel smarter just listening to him. Like
But it was the best experience ever.
better than Pikmin. Best experience ever of recent memory. I don't remember many things. I remember that though, and it was good. Yeah, it was a Q&A session of like, what do you think of the shaders in NVIDIA versus ATI? Then he would just fucking go for like 30-40 minutes about whatever the hell would pop into his head. Like it was fantastic. It was awesome.
Does he actually answer the question? Or?
Yeah, he would answer it, but he would go on so many tangents and talk about crazy shit. You're just listening to him like, I don't know what any of this is, but now I kind of grasp it, and oh my god, it's I don't know, it's crazy. It's awesome. Listening to him talk is fantastic. Today,
Actually, it's a lot like the if you've ever heard not the interviews, but like the collaborative sort of, I want to say like the panels that they host between, like, for example, Naughty Dog, Guerrilla, a lot of other people from Activision, I think, as well, but industry like tech giants.
Yeah.
They get together and they just talk about like future tech and what they're doing with upcoming games, and half of the conversation is shit that people like you and I will never understand.
Yeah.
Yet they explain it in such a way that you're like, holy shit, that would be really cool.
I like when you hear people kind of explain what's in, like, the weird, crazy shader stuff and all the weird stuff that's in a game,
Yeah.
and then you're just like, oh, that's what makes stuff like Ripple or Sparkle, like all that shit you just explained. Like, wow.
Yeah, Guerrilla and Naughty
Goddamn.
Dog are notorious for that. Like they talk about that stuff so often.
Especially Guerrilla with all of its like different lighting passes and all that crazy shit that goes on in all the Killzone games. But yeah, But anyways, either it was
It's right,
by the time you
it's
hear this,
right there on the video.
yeah, before you
The
guys,
day that video came
okay,
out.
fine, 2 days ago, August 6th,
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Yesterday, as of this recording,
That's
on
right, as of
Wednesday, which we stated at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah.
See, so we can have context for the date. We say it at the beginning.
So there was a live stream, I think it was on Twitch, showing off some Blacklight Retribution and some other PlayStation 4 stuff, or I think it was just Blacklight.
It was just Blacklight.
Just Blacklight. During the gameplay demo, the game crashed out to the PS4 dev kit interface, user interface, which kind of gave people a little idea, sneak peek of what it's going to look like. It looks really sort of, I don't know what to think of it yet, but could be cool. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how you can customize it, maybe. That'd be cool to know.
Or with all the like videos and stuff playing, yeah.
That'd be cool. Something that I know Dan's really excited for.
Oh, I did. Game of the year.
Dead Island is getting its own Dota game type. MOBA. Sorry, MOBA.
Multiplayer online battle arena.
Dead Island
That's what
Epidemic.
that stands for, right? Or is it massive online multiplayer?
Uh,
Massive online battle arena, or is it multiplayer online battle?
I think it's
arena?
multiplayer.
Is it?
Yeah, multiplayer.
Okay.
So
That's what I've been saying. So
Yeah.
I've been right.
You've been correct. So Dead Island Epidemic is going to be coming out. Who knows when? It's going to be free to play, and they're going to be showing it off at, I think, what is it? Gamescom. So if you guys were excited for a Dead Island MOBA game, well, your wishes have come true. Check out Gamescom for more information, possible gameplay.
It's probably gonna be made by those guys that did the Silent Hill Diablo thing, right?
Okay.
Right?
Great. Yeah.
Right.
Fantastic. Xbox One's recording video feature thing that saves the last 5 minutes or whatever, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, is restricted to Xbox Live Gold members for recording and saving and sharing and all that.
Of course it is.
Too bad. That means that an offline player won't be able to record their
I know.
video clips.
Isn't that horrible? I don't know. It's that kind of sucks, I guess, but
I think it's incredibly limiting.
Wait a minute. Did you read into that article?
what?
It's the last 30 seconds on the Xbox, but it's 15 minutes on the PS4.
No, it's not 30. No, it's last 30 seconds instantly, but it saves. It's like 5 minutes of
all right,
running.
okay.
Yeah, running tally.
Okay, but still 5 minutes to 15.
Yeah.
And you have to pay for it. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
That's fantastic. We don't actually know if the PS4 is going to charge for it for PlayStation Plus, but I doubt it.
They said it's not
Is it no?
restricted
Okay,
right there.
perfect.
It's in the article.
Oh, well, thank you.
Kaz Hirai CEO, that great Twitter account,
Yeah.
said earlier today, he said, cool fact, you can use Microsoft Skype free on PlayStation Vita, but not on an Xbox One.
That's so funny.
You should follow Kaz Hirai CEO,
It's pretty good.
Kumar. That's a great Twitter account.
I'm going to follow him right now.
It's just like a fake Kaz Hirai thing. Just like Peter Molyneux. Same vein.
So for those of you who are super excited about the upcoming Super Smash Brothers, they have announced a Pilot Wings. Is that what it is? Pilot Wings level is going to be in the game.
I thought you were going to say the bigger news.
Oh, the bigger news for Super Smash Brothers, Dan. You mean how Luigi is a confirmed character?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
He has yet to make an appearance in any video game for like 30 years.
Until now, where they've done Year of the Luigi, where they've put him in Super Luigi U, and now he's going to be in Super Smash Brothers. Never before.
I just realized me buying the 3DS means I'll get to play the new Smash Brothers.
Fantastic.
That's great.
You'll be able to come here and play it versus me on the Wii U.
Wait, really? I thought they weren't going to do cross-play stuff.
Local, I think you can do like. I think.
Oh, do that weird thing where you can turn your Wii U into like a hub or something.
I don't know.
Okay,
and then I
all
can't actually play, and then
right.
I don't know.
It's just me playing online with my 3DS.
Yeah,
great.
fantastic. Oh, okay. Well, I chose the wrong
Why did
thing.
you
I
even-
chose the wrong thing. Street Fighter developers.
Why? If you chose the wrong thing, why are you reading it?
I don't know. I'm just whatever. Street Fighter developers actually said like, "Hey, we have so much stuff to still do with Street Fighter 4. It'll probably last long enough that by the time Street Fighter 5 comes out, it'll be 5 years from now in 2018." So,
Did they actually say that?
yeah, by 2018 is when you could around 2018 is when you'll expect Street Fighter 5 ish.
Okay.
So, I guess that kind of makes sense ish. Not really. I'd expect it to be a few years into the console life, just so that they can like iron out everything to make sure that the game is running at smooth 60, like crazy, nothing going on. Like network code is running fantastically on that system. Like throw out a few little not garbage titles, but like tests like everything's working on the PS4, perfect. Okay, let's do this.
Street Fighter 4 came out 3 years into the Xbox 360's lifespan.
Yeah.
So it was 08. 360 came out 05, I think.
Sure.
Late
Yes.
05.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
yeah,
maybe.
3 years.
Hmm.
So when they say 18, that's giving them an extra couple of years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. But don't expect it for a while. It's pretty much what's cool, which is fine because they have Super or Ultra Edition, whatever the hell, coming out.
Another physical copy of Street Fighter 4 to own.
Yeah. Woo. In other sad news, Oh My God Pop, the website, ohmygodpop.com, that has a lot of multiplayer cool things that I always used to play on Cast with people, is going to be shutting down, I believe.
Wait, really?
Yeah. September 30th is the final day for it. Certain games like Draw My Thing and any of the ones that were also published, I think, on the iPhone and all that stuff, are going down on August 30th.
I thought that site was actually kind of still...
It's still going. So what happened is
Doing
it's been going on autopilot. It's actually still been generating some money. And the Oh My God Pop people tried to buy it back. They went and they're like, we will do anything to buy even certain like properties from it. Like even if they can't have the whole website, like get certain games, like buy the licenses for it so they can keep going. But Zynga denied it and they're like, that's not going to happen. And then now they're going to shut it down.
Man, why would they just kill it without... Why wouldn't they sell it to these people?
Because...
And get some money out of it rather than just killing it.
They explained why. Because apparently it would look really bad if they couldn't do it and they sell it off to them and then they make it profitable again without Zynga. It would look like shit. So Zynga's just like, fuck
Don
it.
Matrick killing
Kill
that
it.
site.
Yeah, kill it. Which sucks. Which sucks so much because I used to play that way back when I used to be in like my game dev course like 4 or 5 years
during,
ago.
like the last
the marathon
night
too.
we had, yeah.
But I before it was called Oh My God Pop, it was called I'm in Like With You, which is what I used to know it as. And it was I don't know. Blockles always existed back then. And it was really fun to play that. And it just sucks.
That's a really weird name.
Yeah, it was a fantastic. To type that I'm in Like With You.com was fantastic.
Can you still go to that?
Yeah, it actually redirects you to Oh My God Pop.
Oh,
Just hit the mic there.
why don't they just make new games on I'm in Like With You?
They'd have to do it again and then just change the names again and make them vaguely similar to the Zynga ones now.
So
they can do it. They can do it. I really hope they do because
if Zynga starts suing people over making weirdly similar games to their properties, they're open up a whole ton of precedent.
Yeah.
People to come down on them.
But it sucks. It really sucks to hear. Oh My God Pop has always been a fantastic website, and to see it just die off like that is kind of shit. So I'm hoping they do something else. Yeah, but I hope somebody comes up and does that same thing because there hasn't really been anything quite like Oh My God Pop in terms of the social aspect of it. So yeah, hope something comes out of that. So the creators behind Fear and No One Lives Forever, which is oh my God, I told you what it was and I forgot.
Sierra,
Monolith.
Yeah, because for some reason I thought Fear was made by Starbreeze.
Yeah. Negative.
I don't know why I always thought that.
That's so off. What's the matter with you, Dan?
I don't. Just for some reason, I was like, "Yeah, Starbreeze made Fear, of course." I don't know why I thought that. I just
if Starbreeze would have made Fear, the gun would have been like wobbling all over the screen and doing some crazy shit. Like he would have been aiming like out of the locked position. All Starbreeze games have that, just like
Syndicate.
Or Syndicate. They didn't make that.
Starbreeze made Syndicate.
Did they? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. They
I
did.
know that one.
Okay, so Syndicate, but I meant like Darkness because it's like when you're aiming the fucking pistols, it's like on the walls and shit, and like leaning over it and all that
We
stuff.
gave Syndicate best random context animation 2012.
Yeah, but all that
For
stuff was
putting the gun over the wall when you get up close to one or beside it.
But all that stuff was also in Chronicles of Riddick as well. So and that was Starbreeze. So
Man, why the fuck did I think Starbreeze made Fear?
I don't know. But anyways, 6 creators from the Monolith team seems to be, or maybe it's Monolith. The people who made Fear, No One Lives Forever. I'm pretty sure it's Monolith though.
What about No Lives Forever 2? That game's incredible. Have you played those games?
Yeah, I didn't finish them ever though, but I
Oh.
played through them.
What about you, Kumar? No One Lives Forever?
Yep. Yeah, played both.
Great.
They were awesome.
Great.
That was the shit back in the day. Like that was a really, really high quality title.
Katana Samurais, Kitty Clock Bombs.
Yeah.
Snow sled things. Anyway,
Being able to like weirdly stealth your way through like missions. And like so many conversations from guards.
Yeah.
Great.
So 6 of those people are going to be making a game called Betrayer, which has a very unique art style. It seems to almost be like this high contrast painted black and white canvas.
It's Mad World.
Smokiness to it. Yeah, pretty much Mad World, but way more intense, I think.
It's Mad World HD.
Yeah, but Mad World was like edges mostly. It had like a lot of dark and.
That's why it's HD.
Yeah. Okay.
Mad World
Sure.
HD with any ALC.
With red. Oh yeah, okay. So Mad World. It looks pretty cool. It's a first person something. It looks like shootery actiony title, but I don't know. Looks cool. I like the art style. They showed a trailer for it or a teaser for it, and it looks pretty crazy. I'm excited. Probably it looks a little. There's like skull demon things. So I hope it's not actually gonna be scary, because I would like to play it. Anyway.
More
Assassin's Creed 4 got some underwater footage shown. Hey, you can go underwater and find treasures and stab sharks.
Why do you open rumor stuff all the time?
Because a team went to, I believe this is the correct way, a team for the TI3 went to visit the Valve offices, and they were taking pictures of stuff, and in one of the pictures, they had the...
it was like the work board.
Yeah, well, not the
like
work,
Valve employees,
or
like
the
what
bug,
they were working on.
The bug report, like all the things for like which projects. Like
yeah,
the bug,
basically what people had found or what they were working on, or
and one of them was just somebody saying like, oh, we did some testing on L4D3 using Source 2, and like we did it start up and it didn't crash when we started it up. That was the subject line or something, or like the first line that they kind of showed you in like an email. So both showing L4D3 and Source 2 in one of those bug reports. Hints at maybe Left 4 Dead 3 and Source 2 actually being worked on or something. I don't know. I expected it, I guess, or I don't know. It's probably gonna happen at some point. So, hey, they're working on it, I guess. What I found funny and I was thinking is like, imagine if Valve was so meta that they expected people to take pictures of that stuff, so they have it open, and they'll just have one that says Half-Life 3, and you get like all excited and you read like little like lines just like, fuck you. Like, take your camera away from this shit. So someone's just reading like, oh, okay, sorry, Val.
then they take away his phone.
Or it's like a little like just all in their offices they have like hidden, what are those little QR codes? So you don't realize you're taking pictures, and then like you look at your phone after, and it's like loaded just like pornography and viruses all over your fucking phone. You're like, oh no, I can't use this anymore. God damn you, Valve. Or yeah, or it just starts buying games off the Steam library. Just think, oh shit.
That'd be such a cruel joke.
Yeah. Like, we told you not to bring
Oh,
cameras.
jeez, I bought a $30 Dota 2 item. Oh.
There are some couriers in that game that are going for like $500 or $600.
What the
fuck? Just return. And when you watch the TI now, you can get random items for every time there's a multi-kill, every first blood, every like crazy thing that happens during a match. 3 people get chosen, or 3 or 4 people, and they all get an item. But they're items that can only drop during this tournament. So one of my buddies got one. I don't know if they're going to become retardedly expensive or something, but
apparently they are existing items with date stamps.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense then. Either way, that makes it enough to make them worth money. So, I don't know. We'll see what that is.
Well, it's a unique item, essentially. There's only one.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming the 3 people get different items.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think it just says, has gotten an item for witnessing a multi-kill. So I don't know. I don't think it tells you what item they get. So.
But we have to assume that there's such a wide library of Dota 2 items that they would give just 3 different ones.
It could be a random drop out of the whole library and then put a date stamp on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
Yeah. Anyway, so there was a Nintendo Direct today. I missed all of it. However, I heard that the Animal Crossing Plaza is now available for the Wii U, which I tried.
You just downloaded.
And I loaded it up. Hey, it's a place that looks like the load up menu for Wii U, except for there's animals everywhere, and you can poke one and only one and make them your favorite. Also, you can post things on each individual animal's wall and talk about that animal.
You should probably.
Did they have anything similar prior to doing this?
No. It's like the Miiverse, but Miiverse only for Animal Crossing.
It's okay.
Weird.
Animal Crossing verse.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Across the verse.
Yeah. Seeing that load up on my Wii U, I was just like, man, why isn't Animal Crossing on the Wii U? So.
Because the portable titles do better.
Yeah, but the thing is that the Wii U has spot passing and stuff on it as well. So it'd be cool if it had Street Pass, but what they did is they made the Street Pass massive radius. So that would do is if you had like neighbors and then they were moving around their Wii U.
That's kind of what Nier is.
Yeah, I
with
guess
Vita.
so. Yeah.
And that sucks.
But it's a whole console. Everybody moves their console around. I mean, Totilo, you were saying, or whoever brought it to the airport, he could have street passed.
He also gets paid to play video games.
But he could have got street passed with his Wii U like, this is at an airport. Street pass. Imagine people did that. They just ship their Wii U just around the world. Just put it in a box, bring it into like a postal facility, put like a battery in there, and just turn it on. Just have people just fucking street pass around the world. Whatever.
Technically, you could do that with the 3DS.
Yeah, I guess you could. Maybe it would die, but whatever.
You should send your 3DS to that dude in Japan that puts the
Leave it on sleep
video
mode, though.
out, but
Yeah.
put it in street pass mode.
It'll work. And that's it for news that we know of. So,
Cool.
Hey, releases of this week. We've got, or this coming week, August 1st to August 18th. 11th to 18th. We have Mario and Luigi Dream Team. coming
Hell
out to the
yeah,
3DS.
we do.
We have a Hammer Watch for the PC, which I might actually pick up if ever it is actually pretty cool.
Actually, I meant to ask you, how much was that 32 gig card for your 3DS?
$35 with shipping and tax.
Cool.
But it was
Because I
They just
think
take
I'm
SD cards, right?
it was 25, yeah.
because I'm gonna get one game just to have a fill
Yeah.
in the empty void of the back of the 3DS.
Yeah.
And then I'll go digital everything else.
Smart idea. Good idea. Make sure you get a class 10.
Okay.
Good speed. Load lags. It's weird. Also, in this upcoming week, we have Payday 2 coming out for PC, PS3, and the 360. Payday 2 is going to be
I thought the
Awesome.
PS3 and 360 versions
I think they're
were
delayed
later.
Yeah, they're delayed, so some patches. Sorry. So PC version is going to come out. It's be good. Payday's going to be awesome. We have DuckTales Remastered coming out finally for like everything.
Woo.
Woo! We have Europa Universalis 4. We have Angry Birds Trilogy for the Wii U. We have Thunderwolves for the PSN. We have Gone Home for the PC, which I've actually heard that name mentioned somewhere, and I heard it was good or weird or unique. So maybe check that out. We have Space Hulk coming out August 15th.
was
which
Devin really excited
Devin's
for that
super
game?
excited for that. Hopefully it'll be good. We have Worms Clan War for the PC, and that's it. I'm not
Didn't they
gonna.
announce a Worms game coming to some point? To Vita, to 3DS, to something?
Vita sounds right, but I can't. Ooh, could you imagine a street passing Worms game where you have to, every time you meet that one person, you send your next turn, and it just takes like fucking years to finish a single match?
That's weird.
That'd be amazingly bad, but fun. Because you'd be like, ooh, I get to see what he did. Oh, he fucked all my guys up. Not walking down
Holy
that street.
Christ, like 2 weeks until tons of fucking games.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not ready for the week after.
How can anyone?
What
yeah,
else coming out?
this
the,
week?
The week after is The Bureau, XCOM Declassified, Splinter Cell
right.
Blacklist, Saints Row 4, and Dive Kick,
It's Skullgirls. So,
and Disney Infinity,
yeah, I guess so. Crazy.
and Walking Dead Vita.
And Walking Dead Vita.
Oh, is that? I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's coming out next week?
Week after.
Week after.
2 weeks from
August
now. Okay,
20th
okay,
-ish.
okay.
Anyways,
Last Tuesday, August.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to comments on the last podcast, as well as if anybody in the live stream, if you guys have any questions,
Should refresh.
let them be known now, because it will be too late once we end this. Lol. So on the on the YouTube comments, we have Joel Naps Gaming saying, "I love these." We have TT5 Skinned M saying, "Dan is a cool guy who doesn't afraid of anything."
That's very right.
I wish I had glasses. Just be like,
Dan
deal
doesn't
with,
afraid of anything.
You can edit it in.
deal with it. Oh, I wish I had the
chops.
chops. I could probably do it. Anyways, Joel Naps Gaming also says, "How do these not get more views? They're just as good, if not better, than any other gaming podcast I watch."
Thank you.
Oh, he got 2 likes for that. Thumbs up. Thank you.
2 people agree with him.
Joel Naps Gaming also says, "I actually made a Reus Let's Play on my channel. I suck at it, so I would love for you guys to do one to teach me how to play the game, and I can make a new vid that would hopefully be better."
That's probably on Devin. Hasn't he played that game a bunch?
Yeah, Devin has played a lot of Reus. I know he's wanted to record something.
He's been like
Don't know,
trying
yeah.
to get out of one of his jobs and like that's why
Yeah.
he's not here today because
Yeah,
end of job scheduling and
weird stuff.
stuff.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll talk to Devin. We'll see what he feels like. Rose would be a really chill-ish game to kind of just smooth ride through. So we'll see.
Just Reyes and Jazz.
Reyes and Jazz. DJ. I was gonna try to make some weird pun with Devin in the name, but nope. Sweet22 says, "Hey all, thanks for answering my question. I answered your question on my latest post. Just where we asked them if during video games what kind of perception-y things might happen when music comes in. I haven't actually read that yet. I'm going to get to it. I'm so sorry. I'm excited to read it. He says, my question for you all this time is, what is something that people think you should be good at, but in reality you are quite bad or not good at all?
Video games.
Video games?
I'm actually really bad at video games.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Dan's a liar.
You're alright, Dan.
No, I'm really bad at video games.
Dan is one of the I will forever and always come back to this example. Dan remains the only Call of Duty player who was able to help me get through the Spec Ops missions in Modern Warfare 2. I went through countless people who were far more experienced than he is with the Call of Duty series who could not do what he did without me asking him to do so.
Have we told this story on this podcast?
That's confusing.
Do you remember the one we're talking about, Riccio?
I feel like yes, but I don't know if it was something that Devin might have said.
Why would Devin have said it?
Yeah, well, I'll
just
explain
like
it.
another story that he had.
I'll explain it real quick. So there's a Spec Ops mission in Modern Warfare 2 where you're in I think it's called like the airplane graveyard or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's I think the back of one of the planes is up on a bit of an angle, and it's the last stretch for the entire mission. And missions, the Spec Ops missions in Modern Warfare 2, I want to say were much harder than Modern Warfare 3. So I'd been trying this mission for a long time. I couldn't get through it. Something stupid would always happen. I'd
The
get killed
objective
from,
of
like,
this Spec Ops mission was to fight juggernauts through the airplane graveyard.
Ah, that sounds like.
But there's
tons of
everyone
fun.
else too. Like it's not just juggernauts. You got to get from
Yeah.
point A to point B, but there's everyone shooting at you in between, and then juggernauts show up. And we're not talking one at a time. I think there's 2 or 3 at a time that show up.
Oh, so fair.
So-
being very fair.
Yeah, exactly. One of them would come up from behind you, and I always watched for this guy, and I'd always kill him. But when I was watching him, my teammate would always come think that I need help or something, and then when they were going back, they'd get killed, and I'd get killed in the process too. So there's this one particular spot where you crouch and you slowly creep up to the edge of where that little sort of hill kind of ends, and you can start sniping guys off in the distance. Dan did this naturally without me having to ask him, and I was trying to get people to do this for probably 3 or 4 days beforehand, and it was driving me crazy, but he did it. Without me saying a word, Dan just did it. We weren't talking on Skype, we weren't on the phone. So for Dan to sit there and say, "I'm not good at games, y'all," he's a liar.
Well, as there are like, I'm the inverse of you. You are very good at most video games, but there are some that you're bad at.
Yeah.
I am very bad at most
Vanquish?
video games,
Kumar's horrible
but
at
there are
Vanquish.
some that I'm good at, like Gears of War. I'm actually very good at Gears of War.
I can see that from all the horde mode that I think we played. A slight amount of horde mode. Ho mode.
I'm also all right at Awesome Knots. I like to think I am, anyways.
Okay.
And apparently Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops. We had a lot of fun doing that, but it was like barely eking out a victory. It wasn't like we were just wrecking through those missions.
Doesn't matter. Don't matter.
Kumar, what about you? Is there anything that you should be good at, but in reality you are quite bad?
I've had people tell me that my crazy ADD should constitute me being better at RTS games. And RTS games, I can't bring myself to. I know that I'd be good at. Like I can say this in confidence that if I actually sat down and I kind of learned the structures behind them and I've said this before, but why you build certain things, when you build them, strengths and weaknesses of each unit, all these different things, then I know that I'd probably get much better at them like anyone else. But I just those are not games that I do well at ever.
Why sit down and learn that when you
get-
can just build Marines?
I was gonna say that
I just get steamrolled in RTS games, man. I get steamrolled so hard.
I think you should try Dota.
I've heard that it's probably a good way to kind of break into a newer generation of RTS kind of gameplay.
Well,
if you will.
it would be like the stepping stone towards playing like a full RTS because you still kind of you do need to be like kind of paying attention to what's going on in the game, but
Yeah.
it's also it's not putting a lot of pressure on you to build up a base and control a lot of stuff because you're basically controlling one unit.
It's just map awareness, not resource gathering and all the craziness. It's just it's like
Well,
one.
once you
aspect,
learn
the
a couple
combat,
of tricks like last hit and stuff like
which
that.
isn't that hard. It's just
Well, yeah, it's
knowing when and how and map awareness and when you should be doing.
Depends on the
everything.
character too, because they have different animations and stuff. So
You and Kumar should actually try to get into Dota. Actually, we didn't talk that you played Dota 2 last week, and so I know
I made you tell the story.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was
Okay.
texting you.
Okay. I think you and
I
Kumar.
haven't played it since.
I think you, Kumar, even Devin, if he wants to, just get all
I
four
haven't
of
played
us.
it yet, actually. So.
Well,
all
I
four of
think
us.
Devin would naturally fall
Yeah.
into it because he's played a lot
But
of
I
League.
think it'd be more just fun. I mean, just to have all four of us playing together, because like I'm not actually good at that game. I know some of the heroes now.
You don't think you're good at that game? I am not good at that game.
No, yeah, but I mean,
You should. I should show you that replay. You'd be like, Dan, what the fuck are you doing?
but that's what
Dan, stop.
that's what I mean is I'm not good at it compared to so many other people. But I'm at a point where I could maybe help you guys out and be like, okay, Dan, maybe just don't do that because I can bring you onto like my level of crappiness. But it would be still fun to just have all four of us because you'd have no one complaining and we'd all just be helping each other and it'd probably be a good
Except
time.
this team's of 5.
Yeah, whatever. We can get like Skinned yelling at us or something. Just
He-
him having the worst time. of his
Whoever
life.
we get in to play with us has to have the expectation of losing the
Just
game.
the best patience ever.
That's why I like Astronauts. The games are shorter, and it's easier to get past that early learning curve.
It's pretty short in Dota too. Like you could lose and be like, oh, that was only an hour.
Astronaut games are like 20 minutes
Yeah, I know.
tops.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So RTS things?
Yeah, RTS games I'm not entirely great at. Driving games I think are probably another one. I get bored,
Okay.
so I don't tend to.
I actually
succeed
really
at
like
them.
driving games. And
I like certain
cars.
driving games. Like Forza is probably one of the only ones. Burnout's
Well,
been another
Forza
one that
is
I've
very
enjoyed.
accessible.
Yeah. I'm talking like I shouldn't say driving games. I should say specifically driving simulators. So the likes of oh my god, why am I forgetting what it's called?
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo, yes. So shit like that, like I just can't get into it. I just don't. It just doesn't appeal to me.
What are you laughing
But stuff
about?
like Forza, where it's you're getting the,
Huh.
I guess the quality of the realism, but in a arcadey kind of a way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually played much Gran Turismo. I've never had the PlayStation. I tried Prologue. For some reason I bought it, played it for like 10 minutes. I was like, this is pretty sweet. All right, go on my shelf.
I would never touch Gran Turismo as long as Forza exists.
Yeah, I guess so.
I've got a backlog of a Forza game and a half.
You'll-
I'll still work through.
You'll be
so.
able to come try Forza 5, whatever. And then
I
be like,
no, I still have half of more than half of 4
oh, you
and
bought
Horizon.
That's right, you bought Horizon. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
to work through before I can even need to think about Forza 5.
All right.
Because I will play those games in order. They are very minute improvements to those games.
But what
So
about-
it's not like I'm going to be missing out on anything.
But what about your Drivatar? What about your Drivatar?
The advantage of the way I play those games actually is that by the time I jump in, the community has already created all kinds of skins and evolved to a point.
You know what I'm gonna do? Well, I'm gonna get the Xbox One, right? I'm gonna be like, hey Dan, can you come over? And you'll be like, okay. I'll get you to sign into your account. I'm gonna load up Forza 5. What I'm gonna do is just start up a race, make you smash into every fucking car on the first turn, quit out. Load into a race, smash into every car. Do that like 100 times.
EV Train the
Yeah,
Drivatar.
yeah. So it's like Dan fucks up that first turn. So what I do when I drive, it's like Dan's on my game, or like Dan's avatar's on my game. I just take it slow, watch you impale into everybody, and just fucking drive into first and go. Whatever, abuse it. I don't give a shit. I'll get everybody. Kumar, if you've got a gamer tag, whatever, you're gonna come smash into some corners. It's gonna be perfect. Then you guys will one day get an Xbox One, try to play Forza, and it'll just pop up and be like, you're fucking garbage of the game. Like what? Your avatar
You're
has
fucking banned.
your avatar has crashed so many people, you're just banned from Xbox Live. And I'll be like, whatever, man. I won some races because of you guys.
I won like 4 races because that's how much I wanted to play that game.
But yeah. Anyway, something in reality that I guess I would be supposed to be good at, but I'm quite bad. I don't know.
Finishing games.
No.
Are you good at like those crazy like the horror games, like horror survival and all that stuff? Are you good at them?
Not really. I don't.
No,
I don't
you know
do
what you're
good under
bad
puzzles
at?
and such.
Completing RPGs.
But that in reality, I shouldn't be good at that though. So I do,
But
like,
you're a crazy gamer that streams on cast.
But I also, when you notice that I stream
and
on
plays
cast,
hours and hours of video games.
but I'm always playing something different.
This is true.
You could take this out as a cast thing and bring it like to a personal level where I do a ton of crazy shit on cast. You'd expect me to be some crazy person out and about, but I am the most silent, kept to myself person ever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's bad.
You're being bad at.
I'm being bad at people.
Yep.
You go talk to me. It's like, hey, can you do this?
You should play Persona 4. It's right over there.
You get
I
those
gave it
social
to
links
you.
up. Then I'll just go to talk to someone and be like, I didn't hear something shatter. You fucking suck. Just walk off. Like glass break. Don't point at it. I'm gonna get to it at some
It's
point.
right there.
Yeah, no, don't point at it.
You could play it at any point.
I know.
You have to finish it before you get new consoles.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Then you'll be 2 generations behind.
Whatever. As long as I beat it before Persona 5, we're good. I don't think I finished Sweet Tooth's actual comment. He says, for example, I'm really bad at music games. I get too distracted and don't have the impulse they require.
Well, I would imagine that Sweet Tooth would probably
Yeah.
be pretty,
That'd be pretty tough.
unfortunately bad at video games. Because there are
Um,
probably all kinds of other colors and stuff going on.
So this next comment is from Douglas M. He explained to me what it meant on the stream that I did the day after the podcast. So he says, plowing the Southern 40. Now, apparently,
the fuck does that mean?
we asked some sort of question that sounded like dirty gardening or something last time. And then apparently that is a dirty sentence about gardening that just kind of sounds about like doing stuff or something. If I remember correctly, you will probably re-explain it, Douglas M. I know you watch these or you're going to talk to me. But I forget your explanation, but it does still make me giggle because it sounds like you're doing someone in the 40 hands. I don't know, in a bottle? Oh! No, just anyways, doesn't matter. Anyways, Dry LTD says, "Oh snap, Dota 2." And then Andreas Davidson says, "I can't believe I asked you guys before now. What is your favorite song?"
Wait,
man.
isn't that Sweet Tooth?
Yeah, Sweet 2 as well. I was confused. I was like, wait a second, why aren't you signed in as Sweet 2? Maybe he clicked that thing to say finally changed my name or something.
But then wouldn't it have changed
yeah,
on the old
that's
comment?
weird.
I don't know.
That's weird. Sweet Tube 2, are you other guy?
Actually, Sweet Tooth 2.
This is confusing now. Anyways, let me restart that. I can't believe I haven't asked you guys before now, but what is your favorite song and what is your least liked? His would be Be Patient Still by Smitty.
That's his favorite?
Oh, sorry. Be Patient Still? And
I think he's saying that it's still his favorite,
still.
maybe.
Okay, favorite. And I won't say my least liked because I
Or
haven't
maybe
found...
that's part of the song name. People do weird
Oh,
things
yeah,
with song
okay.
names.
Basically, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And I won't say my least liked song because I haven't found the final song of my deepest nightmare in physical form yet. Oh my god. That'd be terrifying.
I have no idea what my favorite song is. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't listen to enough.
For me, I can't come up with a favorite one. I have a grand appreciation for music as a whole, so I wouldn't be able to pick a single favorite. Least favorite, I don't think country music is really my thing.
Yeah.
Not that I hate it or anything. It's just not my preferred music.
Yeah, I can't think of a least favorite. A current favorite. I have a lot of songs to listen to. It sounds
I have no
really
idea.
it sounds really dumb, but like I don't sing it anymore, damn, but I did it a lot last summer. But countless times per like week I'll have winter wrap up stuck in my head. I don't know why. Did you okay, this is gonna sound really stupid. Okay, winter wrap up is a fucking pony song, okay? It's about
A pony song?
yeah, it's about getting done with winter and then welcoming spring. And I wanted to listen to that this past year.
Oh God, Riccio.
In like February, March. Totally forgot to. So I'm gonna try to remember. I'm gonna try to remember this year and just blast that song all day during those months until the snow's gone. Yeah, that's a really dumb one, but for some reason that song makes me happy. I don't know why. It's really dumb.
When the snow starts to melt, what you
Yeah.
do is you take your shovel out onto your driveway
Oh.
and you blast that while you're shoveling the snow off the driveway.
During those months, I'm also going to turn all of my text message songs, my ringtones, just to that. Just have that blowing off anywhere. That sounds blowing off anywhere is a weird sentence. Anyways.
It is a really catchy song, to be
it is,
fair.
Kumar, did you say what your
very easily stuck in your head?
Yeah. Did you say what your favorite or least hated or least favorite liked song would be, Kumar?
Yeah, I mean, I can't come up with a right now. Anyways, I can't think of like a favorite, and I can't think of a least favorite. But like I said, country music isn't really my thing. Don't particularly enjoy it. Favorite music, I mean, like I said, I like most, so I can't narrow it down.
If you
I
had
have
to
no
choose,
idea what my favorite
if you had to
song ever
choose
was.
like your
I'd have to be sitting looking at my iTunes at home.
what if you just to generalize it? What if you have to choose like genres? Like
Genres, I'd say I do enjoy hip hop and rap. I guess I don't know how you want to classify it, but
yeah.
I always have. I mean, I've listened to Tupac since way back, kind of thing, and I've kind of stayed within more of the underground stuff and some of the mainstream stuff since then. And in complete contrast to that, I really enjoy instrumental and soundtrack music.
Yeah.
So, like, I love the stuff that, if you guys know, do you know who Kaji Kondo is?
No.
Like, they're the orchestra that does all the Legend of Zelda stuff.
Oh,
so
okay.
they orchestrated the entirety of the Ocarina of Time soundtrack, and they became really, really well known for it. And I want to say they do some stuff, at least in Japan, and I think some stuff here as well for video games, the musical or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they've
Wait,
done
talking
work
about
there.
Video Games Live?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Video Games Live,
Oh, yeah.
Video Games the musical. What the hell's wrong with me?
Man, I really
That's coming
wanted
back
a
to Ottawa
musical on
soon.
Ice. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like instrumental
went to
stuff.
see
I
it
like
last year.
I like hip hop.
Good. Should go this year.
I
I actually, from when I was a kid, and I guess I still kind of really like those songs. Have you guys ever heard of Jerry Lee Lewis?
Yep.
I definitely have listened to. I just can't like think of a song. But yeah.
Great Balls of Fire.
Okay. Yeah. Done.
Yeah. Maybe just for like nostalgia purposes, that's probably my favorite song.
Anything really happy or upbeat for me, whether it's like some ambient stuff or like a slow dubsteppy song or even some random like pop or stupid, like anything that sounds upbeat, I kind of just take a liking to, whether the lyrics are fucking garbage or not, or if there's lyrics even. I don't know. I just, any music that kind of brings my mood up. That's why I kind of, whenever people put on like, it sounds dumb, so I know they're classics or whatever, but anything like metal or like weird older stuff that has like anything it's stupid, but like guitar-ish stuff tends to ruin my mood. Not ruin my mood, but
Really?
makes me more of a frustrated person. So I'm like, it's not that I hate it, it's just it influences me and I'm like, well, that sucks. I don't like this music now. I don't know. Maybe, I'm a really silly person, I guess, when it comes to that, but I don't know. I like my electronic-y stuff. But that could be anything electronic, like just
You like the wub wub?
wub wub, yeah, sure, but like even like acoustic guitar, I'm fine with. All that stuff is good. But I don't know, anything heavy, I don't like so much.
Electronic guitars aren't your thing?
No, those. But actually, one of my it's the stupidest thing, but one of my most hated things with music is solos. I hate fucking guitar solos so much. I'm just like I hate them so much. I don't know why.
They just annoy you.
They just annoy me. Like I know it's like an insane show of skill and like finger whateverness, but it just the sound bothers the fuck out of me. I don't know. I hate it so much. I don't care if it's like some really good song up to then it busts into a solo. I'm like, well, let's just turn to shit. I don't know why. It changes my mood, I guess. I don't like it. It's weird. I'm a weird dude. Whatever. That's it for the comments on the YouTube stuff. I don't know if anybody in the live stream has any questions or comments.
But you got like a minute to ask it right now.
Dikizio says that I always skip his Metallica music in plug.dj when I used to do that on streams, but I wasn't the one who did it. I would be okay with it on stream. I'd be unhappy, but I'd let it happen because I know you guys
People want to listen to it.
People want to listen to it, so I don't mind. Like I say, like I don't mind.
Still have yet to use plug.dj. Do you still
No,
use that?
not really.
No.
Not really. I want to, but I don't.
It was so much fun for like that week and a half that I was
Yeah.
using it.
But yeah. So I don't think there's any more questions. Dikizio did mention that Halo 2 soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks. The Halo series has some really
Halo
good
has some
soundtracks.
good soundtracks.
Yeah. Being asked when I'm going to play Pikmin 3 next, Friday on the live stream. Friday. But yeah, I think that's it for questions and stuff from the live chat. So that's going to do it, I think, for this week's podcast.
Sweet.
Wow, 77 strong. That's kind of insane. It's getting to some
Getting
pretty big
close.
numbers.
Triple digits soon.
It's weird. Actually, soon we should warn you guys that for those of you who watch the live streams or wait on Thursdays for these podcasts to drop on YouTube, they might be getting switched up for dates soon once Devin and I are back in college classes.
Night classes.
So we'll see what happens with
We'll
that
have to
for
move,
scheduling.
move some stuff around.
Yeah. So starting in September, it's gonna be fun.
Like 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. That's insane. That's like, well, it's
3 weeks.
yeah,
It's hard to believe summer's already over.
Yeah, 3 weeks till I'm done working, kind of, possibly.
Well, you probably got 2 weeks till you're done working, but then an extra week in the middle there.
Well, I'm up until the 30th, and then 30th is a Friday. And
So you only have a weekend?
yeah,
Jesus.
that's garbage.
Didn't you?
Well, I have the
didn't
Monday
you have
off.
a week?
Of
Well,
the
yeah,
Mon-
of course you have
yeah.
the Monday, but didn't you have a week between last year?
I think last year I quit early. Like, I didn't quit early, but he was like, "Do you want to have a week off?" I was like, "Yeah," but I think this year I need that week of work, so I'm gonna take it. But yeah. Anyways, you guys, thanks for listening and watching. Once again, if you guys are listening to us on iTunes, check out the YouTube channel for the video version of this stuff, as well as tons of first impression dry run videos, gameplay, let's plays, random other stuff. And yeah, leave comments there if you guys have any questions on the video that you're currently watching right now. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment below if you want us to answer your question. And if you want to watch these live, we keep getting that asked. Usually on Wednesdays for now until September. At around 7 p.m. Eastern, we do stream them live at twitch.tv/Riccio, Riccio. And yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern, check that out. Other than that,
Make sure to follow us on Twitter, subscribe on iTunes, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe everywhere.
yeah.
Keep the Unity train going.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that.
Yeah. I want
like
to listen to some 10-minute podcast now. Anyways, to everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I've been Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Kumar.
Take care, everybody.